You're watching Poindexter Lounge. You already know. You're watching Poindexter Lounge for the unity.
Nicotina's mom! Oh, yeah! Nicotina's mom!
Poindexter, you're getting all excited.
What's up, nerd family? Welcome once again to the Poindexter Lounge. My name is Enosh, aka Enosh Fett, and it is good to have you with me in the lounge today. Now, this is what we are talking about tonight. These are the topics that we're going over, and there's some serious stuff that's going on. But let me first of all say it is good to have each and every one of you here in the lounge with me tonight. If this is your first time to the lounge, just know that the Poindexter Lounge is a place for nerds. It's a place where you and me and my crew can get together and talk about all the things that we love. Things like TV shows, movies, games, sci-fi, fantasy, comic books, superheroes, toys, and so much more. And if those are things that are important to you, if DC is important to you, if Zack Snyder's Justice League is important to you, if seeing the Snyderverse restored is important to you, if you are sick and tired of being manipulated, put down, and shut up by the likes of people who just don't like the things that you like, and then also by WB executives, then please know that this is the place for you. So please hit that subscribe button and become a part of this growing group of nerds, because we grow by the day. And you know what? It's not just about numbers. It's about engagement. It's about engagement. Now, some of you guys who have been around YouTube for long enough, you might know what that word means when it comes to the analytics of your channel. And you see, the thing is, I was just talking with one of my producers the other day, my only producer, I should say, that, and I call him a producer because he saved the channel, Mr. Cylon Scotty. And we were talking about, producing it literally in the fact that he has made a way for us to produce the show going forward. And we were talking about the difference between, there are channels that have thousands, a million subscribers, hundreds of thousands of subscribers. This channel has engagement, because when you come to the Poindexter Lounge, you know that I'm not just giving you fluff. I love it because, Scotty said something. He says, Enosh, there's a lot of channels. He says, you go back 3-4 months, whatever, and you see the topics that they're discussing, the stuff that they're saying, it doesn't hold up. It doesn't cut the mustard, as it were. Okay. It doesn't stand up. It's like flash in the pan stuff that somebody gave you, but you can go back a couple of months on my stuff. You can go back a year. You can go back whenever. And the thing is you're going to see my heart. You're going to see where I came from. You're going to see what I said, because I don't lie to you. I don't blow smoke at you. I don't tell you just the things that you want to hear. And I don't just allow people on who are just becomes an echo chamber. If you come to the lounge, you're going to get the truth. And I allow people on, and I talk to people who have differing opinions, and you are all welcome here. So you should be a part of this, because the Poindexter Lounge is for you. That's what this place is for. Speaking of people that the Poindexter Lounge is for, and people who support this channel, I want to say a special thank you right off the top, obviously, to all of our members here at the channel. Thank you guys for your support. It is greatly appreciated. You don't even know. And right there, if you look at that center one all the way there at the bottom, last night, Frank E. became our newest member. Thank you so much, Frank. It is good to have you. You are very welcome here in the Poindexter Lounge. We're grateful for that. And then also our Patreon subscribers, all of our patrons, you guys are fantastic. And we got 2 new patrons as well. If you look over there on the left-hand side at the bottom there, we got Lord Blaze 11 and Frank E 07. I'm going to guess that might be the same Frank E. It could not be. But if it's not, you're welcome as well. you and Lord Blaze. And then, but if it is, thank you so much for putting your trust in the Poindexter Lounge. We are grateful to have you guys. Now, look, we're going to get into some hot discussion tonight, I'm sure. You're going to get my feelings on it. You're going to get my opinions. And we may differ tonight. But just know that I love you all. And it's my buddy Brian here's put, are the mega powers going to collide? Oh yeah. We might we might just have to collide a little bit. Brian also asking tonight, is Ann and Sarnoff our Kathleen Kennedy? We're going to talk about that because as uncomfortable as that makes me feel, sometimes you got to deal with the hard questions. But you know what? A resounding yes to what I'm seeing here in the chat tonight about the fact that about this idea of you guys, with restore the Snyderverse. Guys, I'm just telling you right now. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, Firewater. You know what, Firewater? I'm just seeing. I thought that you were in a thread that I put this in. So let me. I'm going to send you this real quick. Let's send both this to you and Max because I'm just now seeing your message. So thank you guys so much. Yes, and I would definitely like to have you in here for this because we're going to deal with some stuff. And I'll tell you what, this is a thing that has grown by the hour. And it's just ridiculous. So there you go, Firewater. Yes, get in here. This topic has grown by the hour today. I woke up, thought it was going to be just a regular Monday, and I wake up to Ann Sarnoff smearing this garbage about Zack Snyder's Justice League and everything that I hold dear and true and love and enjoy, basically, all over the internet, and making people think that somehow this is just going away. We should all just shut up. We should all just go away. We should go quietly into the night. Now, look, I've told you all that's not what we're doing. That is not what we're doing tonight. We are not going quietly into the night for sure. First of all, wow, we've got some. I got a couple things that I want to address, and then I'm going to bring my panelists in here, and we're going to go over this stuff pretty hot, pretty quick. So hang on to your hats for sure. First of all, RJ Resident Justice here with a $20 super chat. Thank you so much, man. Says at DC Fandom, Walter Hamada said they were introducing the multiverse in Flash to allow for creative freedom and directors to play around with canon. Now suddenly they can't do anything for Snyder on HBO Max. Makes zero sense. RJ, I swear to you, man, you're absolutely right. You are absolutely right. There is nothing wrong with that comment. Because that's the whole freaking point of the multiverse. And Walter, the whole freaking point of the multiverse is so that you can have different iterations. So what is there now? A sign on the multiverse door in the portal dimensional door that says all are welcome here except the Snyderverse. Except for Zack Snyder. Can somebody tell me what kind of multiverse we're living in when WB executives just randomly throw their own properties under the bus? Left and right. It's a cul-de-sac. It's going nowhere. No, we're not going to do anything. His trilogy is done. It wasn't a freaking trilogy, Ann. When was it ever a trilogy? Did you not see your own movie? It's on HBO Max right now. It could be watched at any time. So why don't you go freaking take the 4 hours and go watch your own movie and see how it ends, Ann? Does that look like a trilogy ending to you? Because it sure as heck doesn't look like it to me. Oh, and you know that other movie, that we did, that we didn't finish, you know, that we finished actually, that we took away from David Ayer. Yeah, no, we're not doing that either. And Ray Fisher. Yeah, no, we're not going to put anything into that either. All she did was give these little one-liners, trying to give power to those words. But here's the thing. Those words have no power. You know why? Because, Anne, you just became the dark side of this story. You became the dark side of this universe. You may have conquered thousands of worlds, but you have never faced us united. You see, this movement has grown over the last 4 years. Anne, Walter, let's make clear that this isn't just going to be as simple as, oh, we put out an article and now it's just going to be done. Mm-mm. Because you are fools. You are fools if you think that it's a good idea to walk away from a property that has been so successful this last week, that has brought people together. I'm talking, we're seeing stuff on Ghostbusters potential here, like dogs and cats, dogs living with cats, just Marvel and DC fans coming together out of nowhere. What the heck is wrong with you? Real quick. Also, Christopher Bouchard with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Says, sup, buddy. I love that. Sup, buddy. I watched Man of Steel today and watched the Zack Snyder's Justice League movie 4 times. Holy cow. Now wow. That's a marathon. That's a marathon. Man. And so first of all, RJ, for you and your comment about Warner Brothers at this point, it's been true for the last year, and it's still true now.
You will never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy. We must be cautious.
Holy cow. But Christopher Bouchard, man, 4 times. Killing it up in here, man. That's absolutely awesome, man. I am, look, we live in a world right now where Zack Snyder's Justice League is there. It's tangible. You can go watch it. Pretty soon you're gonna be able to buy it on Blu-ray, 4K, whatever kind of K that you want it to be on, whatever, I don't know. But oh my God. I don't know what the heck is wrong with WB right now. I shouldn't be surprised, yet somehow I am. And yes, Amparo, I'm right there with you. Ready the Armada. We will use the old ways. We'll use the old ways for sure. We're going to go back to our roots in this movement. Hashtag restore the Snyderverse. Hashtag restore the Snyderverse. Do it. I today spent quite a while putting out tweet after tweet, tagging Miss Ann. Oh, and you know what? I also made sure that not only did I tag all the studios and everything, HBO Max, everybody, but also Jason Keelar, because Jason Keelar, folks, he's the one we got to wake up with the mother box right now. He's the one that we got to knock on that door. We got to wake that beast up. RJ says, sent you a Twitter DM. Hope, thank you, man, for another $5 super chat. Wow. Says, hope you give a shout out to fans mobilizing to get stuff trending. We are stronger united. Don't give up. The bell has been rung. And you know what? We're going after this bull. We are waving the red flag at this bull for Sure. Because we can handle it. Now, one thing I do want to say before I got good news. You guys ready for good news? Prep for this, and then I'm going to bring on my my panelists, and we're gonna dive right into this. But check this out. This weekend, we are part of something called #UsUnited, and we're going to be sharing more about it. And I'll bring up. I don't have the image right now ready to bring up right now this second, but actually, I think I can get it though. So this weekend, the 26th and the 27th is a really cool thing called #UsUnited. Several of our friends are going to be participating in this, and I want to share this with you because somebody special is going to be here in the lounge. Maybe not just one special person. So take a look at this. This is the rundown. You can actually be a part of this. I think it's up until the 24th. You can submit a submission, email usunitedevent@gmail.com, where you can send a short video clip of what Zach's work has meant to you. And with that, they just ask that you include a thank you for all of his passion, dedication, and hard work in completing the Snyder Cut. And then be around, because a lot of our friends are part of this. The 4 Nerds are part of this. Moldiversity is a part of this. Oh my gosh, I knew I was going to draw a blank as soon as I started talking about who all's in this. But there's a lot of people who are taking part in this event, folks, including yours truly, Poindexter Lounge. And guess who's coming back to the Poindexter Lounge? Oh, that's right. Cyborg himself, Ray Fisher, will be here on Saturday night, this Saturday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So stay tuned, because he may not be the only one. And that's all I can say about that right now. The week is young. It's Monday, folks. Speaking of Monday, ladies and gentlemen, before I go any further, I want to bring in a couple of awesome people who are a great a part of this, and I can't wait to hear their takes on this, because I've already seen some of the things they were talking about already. First of all, I'm going to bring in Firewater. Firewater, welcome.
Thank you for having me, good sir.
And I want to say thank you, because this guy is the newest member of the Poindexter Lounge.
Thank you.
Thank you, man.
You're very welcome. You know what it is? It's nice to be around the movement that focuses on positivity. It's one thing to be critical, but you have to give actionable criticism. And that's what I feel the Restore to Snyderverse and the Snyder Cut was about. Like, give us this product. We know it exists. It's a little raw, and Zach's going to have to do some work. But,
yep. Right?
All right, fine. Fair enough. And you just want to, and thank you to the chat. Everyone's been really kind. You just want to make sure that, and that's something I want to be a part of, where people are like, hey, give us this product that exists. And now there's story arcs. I didn't get a chance to see the leaked ones, but I mean, I'm very interested at the very least, and I'm willing to continue my HBO Max subscription if I would love that. I think though, honestly, you can't go to Warner. You got to go to AT&T.
Yes.
If we're going to go full Karen this thing, we got to go up to we got to go. The manager's not good enough. I want to speak to the manager's manager. Okay.
I want to speak to your manager's manager right now.
I want my meal comped. Okay.
Who's the district manager? Who's the district manager? I want to talk to the district. You know what? Screw that. Regional manager right now. Get him on the phone. I don't care how long it takes. I've got all day. I've got the time to wait, ma'am. All right. Also, ladies and gentlemen, in here with us tonight, also, you love him, I love him, the whole stream loves him, Cylon especially loves him, Mr. Brian, Master of None. Brian, welcome to the Poindexter Lounge again.
Hey, another eventful day, to say the least.
We're going to keep it nice and sober tonight.
Well, honestly, that's kind of how I feel at the moment. Like, somebody just slapped me in the face for wanting what I want, and not entirely appreciative. So yeah,
this is awesome. You know what, guys? I want to thank everybody who's watching tonight. If you retweeted any of my tweets today, thank you, because I agree. This is something. Look, this is riled up something in me. This has pissed me right off. Okay, that if you want to be honest, like and this isn't me just losing my cool. This isn't about that, because I'm still very calm about this, but it's ticked me off. And it's not because it got under my skin, because I can see the haters now. They're like, ooh, it got under Enosh's skin. And look, we got to Enosh. I don't care about the haters. You know what? Y'all were flapping your gums for the last year anyways, for the last 4 years anyways. This is my point. This is not done. Because if it was done, if we, what do you think? We're just going to go away? Do you think we're just going to go? Anne said no. Anne said no in the article. Well, okay. I didn't realize Anne said no. I'm sorry, guys. Firewater, I'm sorry. Brian, I'm sorry I even brought you in, because Anne said no.
Ooh.
And so
I'd like to speak to her manager, please.
Yeah, well, I don't, guys. I think that we should just calmly back away, and because if history has taught us anything, is that when the studio says no or something isn't going to happen, that's what happens. That's what they mean. And money doesn't talk, and fans don't matter, and fans speaking out don't matter. I mean, especially to Warner Brothers, like that's never been a thing. I mean, in AT&T, their parent company, would definitely not listen to, fans who are supporting something right now. Yeah.
Totally not their shareholders either.
No.
Who needs them? they're useless. What do they do?
Who needs all that? I mean, and Andrew Casali here with a $5 super chat says, so WB says Flash, Reversing Time, and Black Suit Superman isn't canon, but Derpy Wolf, Brunch, CGI upper lips, and Wonder Woman sex jokes are canon. Well, of course, Andrew. Of course that's canon. That's what we all wanted in a Justice League movie, right? That's what we waited our entire childhoods and most of our adulthoods to wait to see. Wonder Woman sex jokes and Derp Wolf and jokes about brunch. I mean, what would you rather see? Would you rather see the Flash save one family or the entire freaking universe? He didn't even run fast enough to outrun Superman to the family. For God's sake, in that movie. Yet in Zack Snyder's Justice League, he turns back time, which is fantastic. Which, I don't know, could set up your multiverse movie.
Nah.
Okay. Well, Firewater. You know what?
How do you argue that, man?
I guess the stream is done.
Yeah.
Thank you all for coming.
Put on.
It was great being a member of this channel for the short time that I was. I think you guys are great, but it sounds like it's over.
Yeah,
I think I don't know what to do.
Probably just time to pack it in. Christopher Bouchard even says with the $5 super chat, thank you, man. Says, what can I say? The Zack Snyder Justice League is my favorite comic movie. Passes all Marvel movies for me. Number 5 of watching will be soon. Holy cow! See, and that's awesome. That's awesome that people are putting their time in. People are watching this thing. You can't tell me that this wasn't a hit. Look, most companies I saw today. I was watching somebody and they were saying, "Oh, I know who it was. His name rhymes with ignore, and that's what I try to do."
That's a good one. I like that.
Thank you. But the thing is, he was talking about that. Because of, I kind of lost my train of thought there. What was I saying? That because they weren't reporting the numbers, right? Most streaming services, like when Coming to America 2 came out, right? It was like the next week it was like #1 comedy. Like you always see that, right? Like it doesn't matter if the movie sucked, right? As long as there's like no other movies came out this weekend, #1 movie at the box office, like. Because they spin it. But that doesn't tell me anything about what the actual movie did. Do you notice that there was no statistics on what the actual movie did? Nothing. No reporting. You're going to tell me that all the people that we're seeing online, literally people who didn't. I spent an hour with a guy the other night right here on the channel at the end of my call-in show who didn't even think he was going to like the movie, and now he absolutely loves it. And that's not one, that's multiple stories of stuff like that. And
I mean, half of the naysayers on YouTube changed their tune.
You're gonna tell me what, did it just not do well? What do you think, Firewater? Did it just not do well?
Maybe it bombed. Yeah. Maybe it was all just a bunch of hype, and I don't know. Is Warner Media allergic to success? Did they start sneezing when things go right? Like, I don't understand.
No, they're into the sizzle, not the steak, but you have to have a steak.
Oh
I like the sizzle too, to be fair. I'm a fan of the sizzle.
But you have to have both.
Well, no, that is true, Brian, Master of None. I agree with you. If I had to choose the sizzle or the steak, I would choose the steak.
Well, yeah.
Right. Yes, of course.
But I mean, you got to have a little bit of grizzle, right? It gives it a little bit of taste.
Yeah.
Like even the grizzle. Like what I love about I said this was like one of the best analogies that I came up with like last week. I was just like, hey, Zack Snyder's Justice League is like all steak, man. No grizzle. It's like, but like, look, having a little bit of grizzle's fine, right? That's fine. But it's insanity if you bring me a plate of grizzle. That's what Justice League is. That's what Justice League is. And like you said, Firewater, what are we supposed to just sit back and go, oh, so we're not going to pursue the thing that makes sense. You mean the literally thousands of people who are out here going, I like this movie because this movie actually explains stuff to me. And I know, well, the naysayers will go, yeah, but if it came out in 2017, it wouldn't have been 4 hours long. We're not talking about that, are we? It's not 2017, is it? It's not out at theaters yet, is it? Yet. It will be. But it's not out at theaters yet, is it? No. We're talking 2021, and we're talking HBO Max, and we're talking the thousands of people who actually saw it and said, hey, this movie made sense. I enjoyed this movie because each character was fleshed out, had a role, and people have even said this is like the best because, look, when my friend Tony last night comes on here and says, I'm a huge Marvel fan, and this is Avengers level for me because everything was explained to me. I understood the motivations. I was excited for this movie, in a movie that I thought I was just going to be like, it's okay. Hey, cool. I saw it. It's done. And he's excited. You can't tell me that other people weren't excited about this movie and that we should just not report on anything that happened, that you wouldn't brag about that and say, why the heck wouldn't you brag about this movie, Warner Brothers? What the?
Because they have a success allergy.
Yeah. Well, they
got to take some Zyrtec or something, baby. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm sorry, Brian. Go ahead.
No, it highlights their failure is what it does. Because after BVS, they did a tonal shift in their movies. And that from that point on, it's hit or miss. I mean, yeah, Wonder Woman was great. Aquaman was good. Shazam was, it was okay. Not going to complain about it too much, but those movies, other than the first two that I mentioned, kind of critically bombed. So it's like, I don't believe in their multiverse.
I'm worried about this multiverse now. If you're going to tell me that there's room for everything but Zack Snyder's, this should be the thing that makes room for it. This should be the thing that brings us all together.
Opens the door. Yeah.
This literally opens the door for it all to be together, and you're just going to like ignore the whole thing? Like it didn't even happen? Like, and we're going to get to the article real quick. I'm going to read these real quick and then we're going to go. H Bart's $5 super chat. Thank you so much, H Bart's. Says for years they said Snyder Cut did not exist, so hope is not lost. Absolutely, H Bart's. You are absolutely 100% right. Look, it ain't going to be like that. This movement is stronger now than it was 4 or 5 years ago when it first started. So what do they think, that it's just that it's going to be any different? Heck no. Hashtag restore the Snyderverse. Do it. Literally do it.
But we got our trilogy, dudes.
Oh,
God.
Come on, guys.
Oh, well, I wasn't thinking about that. We got.
I guess we have to pack it up again. I guess we're down. Yeah, that's it.
Yep.
Oh, we got our trilogy.
Buzzkill and saving the day.
Gosh darn it, we were
doing so well.
Super Cam, even Super Cam was coming in here. Super Cam 1721 became a new member of the channel and everything. And man, but Super Cam, we got our trilogy. I
feel bad for Super Cam.
Man, I felt bad for you. I do too. I felt bad for you, Firewater.
I know.
But I mean, now we're here, and you all both are members. Oh well, we could just pack it in, or we could use this as a bouncing off opportunity. Ooh, hey, I just had a thought. I feel like I should have like a light. Like I wish I had like a little green screen over here, so I could just go bing. Because I had a thought. I had an idea. Why don't we use this as a positive way to look back through that boom tube right there at Ann and say, no, you don't want to go there. You see down here, we're going to send your news right back to you, and Wonder Woman's going to cut its head off on the way in. So there you go. Take it back, because we ain't doing that. Super Cam, thank you so much, man, for becoming a member. Really, really appreciate you. And then also Christopher Bouchard says, with the $5 super chat, says, at work, everyone was surprised that I was there on Thursday instead of calling in. Hey, you know what? Yeah, man. My family even took the day off because we were getting to see it on Monday night. And I mean, we watched the thing from 12:30 a.m. to like 5 a.m., and enjoyed every minute. Didn't fall asleep for a second. Riveting. Everybody talks about the only people complaining about it are idiots. Let's be honest, right? Who have a narrative, who have something they want to push, which actually concerns me now for Anne, because if that's her, we already knew Hamada was in that camp. We already knew that Hamada was that way. But if we got her now, like, we're going to literally have to like petition Jason Keelar and AT&T to just come in and fix this thing. I mean, like almost like Superman just walked in Justice League actually, and just was like, this guy's still bothering you. Like, seriously, like if we learned anything from that movie, right? Let's just have them walk in. I don't know. Ryan, you're absolutely right. Ryan with the $2 super chat. Warner Brothers, supply and demand. What's that?
Something they are allergic to as well.
Yeah,
another allergy.
Insane. Matt Jarbo, I stand corrected. Yes, millions. It is. It's millions of people watch. You can't tell me that millions of people didn't watch this movie. All around the world, all of the fans who were fighting to get the international release. International fans, where are you? Did you watch it? Come on, speak up. Let's talk about it.
You're not wrong. 7.
So we're going to talk about this real quick too. Sean C with a $5 super chat says she gaslighted Ray Fisher after the performance they smothered in 2017 finally saw the light of day, and the praise for him is through the roof. Disgusting. Warner Brothers can't even take it when this thing, like you said, Brian, it makes them look bad. It makes them look bad. Mm-hmm. My God. I don't know what it's going to take for Warner Brothers to just to bend the knee on this. What's up, Saggy? Good to see you. Welcome.
What's up? I was at work.
Up? Well, I'm glad you're here now, because we're going to work here in just a second. We're gonna break this down. RJ, Resident Justice with another $5 says, in Warner hierarchy, Jason Keelar is above Sarnoff. Exactly. What does that say in regards to all of this? Is Keelar okay with what was said in that interview? That's a really good question. But I'll tell you what. Yes, her tweets are protected. So if you do try to find her, but I found her, and you can tag her. You can tag her all day long. And yes, Mark. You know what, Mark? Oh, Firewater. This makes it better. I totally forgot about this. Mark Byers is right.
We actually get to see John Cena this time.
just for that, Mark. I'm trying not to play too many drops because I want to get to this. But given the fact that it is a super chat and it is the Peacemaker show, I mean, John Cena.
Basic thugonomics.
I mean, Firewater, aren't you just destroying the door, just knocking the door down to get that Peacemaker show right now?
I love John Cena, but no, I am not.
No
offense to John Cena. I'm sure he's going to be great, but no, I am not.
I'm not looking forward to the Suicide Squad either.
You know, I'm actually looking forward to the Suicide Squad movie just because I love Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn. I love Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn. And so, and she looked really good in the trailer for this. I loved her outfit, the black and red outfit. And oh my gosh, that looks just absolutely fabulous. So yeah, for that, I mean, it's got some weird characters in it, but that's what the Suicide Squad is about. So I feel like I feel like I could be happy with that. But you know, Brian, you and I were talking about before we went on tonight. It just throws everything off, man. I want to be excited about the Flash movie and the multiverse, kicking off the multiverse. How can I be excited as a DC fan when you're literally crapping on half of the fans? Now, the haters will say it's the Snyder fans are a small little group of that it doesn't make up the majority of the fans, and so it's not going to hurt them at all. Bull crap. Because there are not just Snyder fans who want to see the continuation of this story now. And you screwed the pooch. Warner Brothers, you keep doing it over and over again. The whole conglomerate is just screwing it up over and over. Warner Brothers can't help but step on their own toes. Why can't you just quietly do stuff if you're going to do that? Like seriously, I have never seen a company, you guys, that hates, like you said, making money. It hates making people happy. It is so got its head up its own butt that it cannot even allow for people to just enjoy stuff and to give people what they want. She even says in the interview, and you know what? Before
I was gonna say, you might as well just get to the interview, man.
Super radness with 299, and this is what I'll say before we go into it. Says Keelar's got our back, and I believe that. I really do. I hope so with all my heart. I hope so. But she says it here, and let's just take a look at it real quick, because if you guys missed it at all, if you guys haven't read it, maybe you've just heard the story, but you haven't actually seen it. It was in Variety today. Warner Media's Ann Sarnoff on Zack Snyder's Justice League and DC's future. Warner Media's CEO, which, look, we all know that Jason Keelar is above her, so don't let that. Because I've seen people, hey, she's the CEO of Warner Media. Yeah, well, you know what? Like you said, I want to talk to her manager. Warner Media Studios CEO Ann Sarnoff says that the release of Zack Snyder's Justice League will complete the director's superhero trilogy. Strike number one, it was never a trilogy to begin with. It's a 5-movie arc, and if you had half a brain in that CEO head of yours, you'd know that. Reinforcing the studio's desire to move past the social media campaign to hand back control of the DC universe to the filmmaker. Also, can I just point out too that as you read this article, it's pretty obvious that whoever wrote this article, this Brent Lang, I mean, is it just me, or maybe I'm just jaded at this point? But
well, it is a puff piece. Like,
it's a definite hit piece against Zack Snyder and against the Snyder Cut movement and against anyone who liked that or enjoyed that. It makes a puff piece for them.
Yeah, WB look virtuous and oh so great. I mean, we didn't do anything wrong by cutting all the people of color out of Justice League in the first place.
Know.
We didn't do that at all.
Oh my gosh. But so it says here, instead, Sarnoff believes that the future of DC is more than just movies. She's excited about a multi-platform future, one that sees Batman, Superman, The Flash, and other Justice League members popping up on streaming shows, video games, television spinoffs, and big screen outings. Hey, guys, I got a brand new idea. You see what Disney's doing? You see what they're doing? Hey, Firewater, we're in the board meeting here. Conference call. Hey, Firewater, so I got this great idea.
Okay.
All right. So stick with me on this. Stick with me on this, man, because I've been working really hard on this. All right.
I believe you.
And I put a lot of thought in this. I put it out to a few different focus groups and stuff. And I think that this is the way that we should go. I've got this new idea called multi-platforming. Yeah, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take all of our superheroes that we've said for the last 30 years. We can't have Superman on a TV show and in a movie at the same time because fans will be confused.
Right.
And that's what we've said for all this time. But now we're going to do my new multi-platforming idea. And what that's going to do is we can put Superman in a movie and a TV show and a video game and a television spinoff and anything that we want to, a streaming show. And I came up with this all by myself while watching Disney Plus.
Wait, I have a question. Did we check with legal to see if this is actually legal to do? I don't want to break any federal, state, or local laws.
Well, don't worry about that. I mean, half the stuff that, Joss Whedon and Jeff Johns wasn't legal. So what does it matter?
Okay, I'm in. Let's go.
All right, let's do it.
How do we do it? I'm in. I'm sold.
Excuse me,
let's go watch the Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Excuse me, executive Zoe. Please remember, we can't focus on an angry black man. Just throw that out there.
Oh, well, yeah, we weren't planning on doing that.
Okay, as long as we don't do that, we're fine. We'll be good. No one will be mad at us.
No, we'll just show happy.
Totally, nobody will be
color.
pissed off at that.
No, we'll just show happy people of color, and even then, only a couple of them.
Okay, as long as we minimize it, we don't want to, have too much outrage.
Oof.
I'm glad we're all together on this.
Yes,
go WB.
WB money, cha-ching.
But it says here, it's a vision that echoes what Marvel has been doing. Echoes. It just echoes. It doesn't copy. It echoes. Oh, isn't that a beautiful word? It echoes what Marvel has been doing with its Avengers characters, taking superheroes like the Vision, the Scarlet Witch, Hawkeye, and Loki, who have previously appeared only in movies, and giving them streaming shows of their own. Well, the Warner Media Studios chief is also excited about the diverse range of creators she's been listing to tell some of these stories, which includes tapping between the world or whatever, so they're going to make this new Superman movie and a Blue Beetle movie, and that's great and would be fabulous if they could get the rest of it together. Oops. Hey, look at there. Variety wants us to stay connected.
I will not stay connected to Variety.
No, I will not. Thank you, Firewater. You said it best.
Virtue signaling.
But Sarnoff may have to deal with an unruly and emboldened fan base. Oh, unruly and emboldened we are.
I resent that. Or wait.
Right? One that successfully pushed Warner Media to release a 4-hour R-rated version of Justice League. We did. We pushed Warner Media. That's funny because I don't remember Warner Media really. I mean, I guess so, but it was AT&T. I mean, it was Jason Keelar, but okay. Which was truer to Snyder's darker version. Always the darker. It's darker. It's darker. It's darker for the characters. Sarnoff spoke to Variety on Sunday, 5 days after the Snyder Cut started streaming on HBO Max, about screw you, Variety, about catering to DC's fan base, the future of DC, and actor Ray Fisher's allegations of misconduct and racial bias during the shooting of Justice League. Why did you decide to release the Zack Snyder's Justice League? We wanted to
shut us up.
We just liked Zack. And we wanted to give Zack the opportunity to complete his vision in a 4-hour movie, which is impossible to do in theaters. We're happy that we have HBO Max to let the rope out.
What does that mean?
You know what I got from that?
I don't understand what that means.
Shut up, nerds. We made this for you. Quit bugging us on the internet. Let us make our own movies.
Let the rope out. That doesn't sound pleasant.
Wait, can we just go back to that, which is impossible to do in theaters, the 4-hour movies? Does anyone remember watching any of the Lord of the Rings? Weren't they almost up to there?
Absolutely impossible.
Impossible.
Absolutely. They were only 3.5 hours.
Made $2 billion.
So they were 30. So that 30 minutes really makes a difference. It's impossible to do. It's not impossible to do.
But if we don't get additional showings, then we don't make more money, and then I don't get my bonus, and I need my bonus.
Yeah.
I would like a bonus, please.
Yeah, I would like a bonus as well, please. Do we all get bonuses, please?
I would love the bonus.
Hey, do I get a bonus? Do I get a bonus for? Do I get a bonus for echoing Marvel? Can I get a bonus for that?
You can get a bonus for if you could tell me what "let the rope out" means, because I have no. What does that mean?
Well,
man?
you know
I'm
what?
sorry.
That ignore guy actually, I felt like actually had something when he was talking about that, because he said, like, what are they going to let Zach hang himself with it? Like, what the heck is that?
That's kind of awful.
A velvet rope, like, you know, for the line.
I just assume that statement's hostile. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means. Chat, can help out Firewater, please. I don't know what it means.
Oh, you know what? Maybe it's this. H Barts with a $5 super chat says, I heard that there was a fight to sign Zach to HBO Max or Netflix. So maybe they're, maybe it's one of those pens that, they don't want you to steal the pen, so they put a little chain or a rope on it.
Like at the DMV.
Yes.
Yeah, you
so
can't take my crappy pen. Yeah,
yes. And you're like, Zach, we're gonna let the rope out for you so you can sign on the dotted line. You know what? I gotta say this. The Nerd Queens tweeted out today, and I gotta agree with them. Like, I feel like the Frosted Mini Wheats kids, like, who are just like, the frosted side of me, or the wheat side of me, or the frosted side of me goes, yes, I'm a huge, DC fan, and I love Zack Snyder's Justice League. But the wheat side of me is like, why the HE double hockey sticks would Zack Snyder want to stay anywhere near Warner Brothers at this point?
Like a very dysfunctional place.
But he might want to stay near HBO Max. And maybe if you could bypass Warner Media and be like, hey, AT&T, I don't answer to them anymore. I'll answer to HBO Max. We'll work out a deal there. But that would be something.
Did you guys see Leslie Jones' tweets today?
Hilarious.
Oh my gosh. If we have time later, we'll have to look at it. They were absolutely freaking hilarious. She was watching the Snyder Cut and talking about it. Like, she's going on about she's showing the moment where the Justice League is taking on Superman, and she's just like going on about like Wonder Woman. She's like, Wonder Woman getting headbutted. Like, that lasso ain't gonna do nothing. Like, what are you doing? Like, he's gonna remember who he is, all right, and then you're gonna be in a lot of trouble. Then it showed Batman on the ground and stuff, and she's like, oh, he remembers who you are. And then the Flash running around him is like, yeah, he sees you. He's Superman. He sees you. Get Leslie Jones to talk some sense in the hand.
I think that's funny.
Oh my gosh. And this goes right to what we were just talking about. Like I really just don't want him there. As much as I want to see this done, I know that's the only way that it's going to happen ever is if it's through a Warner, conglomerate, company, even if it is HBO Max or whatever. But I mean, my goodness, how much does a guy have to go through with a company? Like, we can't even get 5 days out of the Snyder Cut being released.
I just don't understand. Like, why did they even have him work on it in the first place? And then after he stopped, we had to step down, and somebody else finished. Like, why would you? Clearly, they wanted him to work on this project in the first place.
They didn't want him to finish it, Saggy.
But that's the crazy part. Why would you have him start it if you didn't want him to even finish it? That's insane. That's insane to me. That's the weirdest thing I've ever heard is like, hey, I'm going to hire you to do this job. Oh, hey, something happened. I had a loss in my family. I have to take a few days, a few times, a little bit off. Okay, cool. And then when he's ready to come back, nah, sorry, we replaced you. Like, what kind of crap is that?
What does the man have to do?
Yeah. Well, the bean counters said that people didn't like BVS. So, and everybody loved Captain America.
They released an incomplete version. That's why. But okay.
So, yeah, exactly. So,
imagine that, Firewater.
Imagine that. Talk about what we did wrong.
Ultimate Edition is awesome. Every time I have a flight, I watch BVS Ultimate Edition. I watch it. I rewatch. I've been rewatching that Batman rescuing Superman's mom. One of the best action scenes I've ever seen.
Yeah,
great.
I love when they unload their guns, they pull knives out. I was like, well, if the guns didn't do it, I mean, like, come on, like, you shot him up, like, come on. No, I got this nice knife here. That'll get you. Batman just messes everyone's day up. I love Zack Snyder.
I mean, in their defense, I mean, like if you shoot Batman in the back of the head and it still doesn't do anything.
Oh, I love that part because you know what? He just didn't like smack the gun away. He did like a disarm technique, like like a jujitsu kind of like and he wrestled with him a little bit, and then the one guy who stabbed him, that was a bad idea. Ooh.
Oh my god!
Oh, he paid for that.
Bad.
That was a high price. High price. And then he threw a box at someone and just murdered him.
You gotta love it. You got that whole
great,
warehouse
man.
scene. That warehouse scene is fabulous. I lost a friend over that warehouse scene who would not even go watch Batman v Superman because he said Batman doesn't kill, and he just heard about the warehouse scene, didn't even see it yet, and he was like, he got pissed off at me and was like, never talking to me again, and he hasn't talked to me since Batman v Superman came out.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
Well, he wasn't that good. He wasn't that good of a friend, but he was like somebody that I was just like, really? We're grown freaking men here.
Yeah, I mean, come on, man.
Like what? This is Batman. You serious? Like because Batman killed somebody? Like, if I was there, I would have killed all those guys too. They're shooting me. They're stabbing me in the arm.
But I'm not going to kill you.
Yeah, I will throw a box and explode somebody's head. I will do this. Okay. That grenade you have, that's cute. Yeah. Why don't you jump on it for me? Okay.
Yeah. But Batman would find a way to somehow just disarm everybody and handcuff everyone and wait till Commissioner Gordon comes and picks them all up. Come on.
He can call them on the red phone. Oh, no, wait, no, Batman gets called. Wait, is it a two-way red phone?
It is a two-way red phone.
Oh, it's a two-way. Yeah, we're going to get him on the red phone. We're going to get him on the red horn. And it'd be like, oh, Commissioner, just beat the crap out of like 30 guys who had machine guns, handguns, and, Rambo-like knives. But don't worry, I didn't kill anyone, I swear. Okay?
I didn't kill anyone.
No.
Was it Krav Maga? I know somebody who's...
Don't look.
Was it Krav Maga? I might have gotten the... because I just assumed it was grappling. I thought Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I could be mistaken. If I'm mistaken, I apologize. It was still really cool.
Batman's just like, don't look on the second floor. That's all I ask you.
Don't, there's a nice hole there. You could look down there. That's fine. But yeah, just I'm gonna get a mulligan on that one.
Yes.
Give me a mulligan. Like, let's pretend that golf ball didn't go where I said it. Okay. I just need a redo. All right.
I love
do over. Hey, guy with your head smashed in by that box. Just come back over here and I'll give you a second.
Don't worry, I'm a billionaire. I'll get you the best doctors in the world.
We 100% need a friggin' YouTube channel with just Firewater just explaining a movie the way he just did that scene, explaining it like that. A whole stream of him just talking
Firewater explains. Firewater explains.
Firewater explains.
Firewater's feedback, right?
There you go.
Yes.
There you go. But Proby, I hear you. Like what the heck does Zach have to do? He's already been through enough already. And then literally the movie comes out, everybody's rejoicing and happy, and literally they can't even, 5 days later, somebody at Warner Brothers has to try to, do something. And Whitaker Keaton, hey man, good to meet you. With a $5 super chat, says the movie streamed 100,000 times on Book My Show stream in 3 days. I'm sure it did huge numbers everywhere else. Numbers. They mean something.
They've already made their decision. So,
well, do you know what it is, Brian? It's more like they literally saw how successful the Snyder Cut was. Snyder, sorry, I'm nasally, guys, forgive me. But they saw Zach's Zach's cut.
That Zach guy, he's cool.
Yeah, that Zach guy. Yeah, they saw his cut. They saw how well it was perceived. So they're like, oh, we can't have the fans turn on us now. We have to bring them back.
No, we got. You know what they don't even realize though? The crazy thing is they don't even realize is that by doing this, they actually hurt their multiverse movie. Yeah. Like what the heck, man? But I love how basically, they're just like, yes, we're going to let the rope out, as it were, and allow the fans to see all 4 hours of Zach's vision, not 3 hours, not 2 hours, like we, tried to hold it down to 4 years ago.
Because you're on a bonus.
The bonus, man, the bonus. You're all sitting around, hey, man.
I don't have enough yachts. Get me a bonus.
Hey man, hey man, you got any more bonuses?
Hey man, I got the cheeseburger man.
Oh,
Jim
man.
Brewer.
Oh man, you know what? I love Jim Brewer, but he totally ripped me off, man. We both came up with the idea for the T-Rex bit at the same time. I used to go around doing the T-Rex, but ah! And he started doing that thing, man.
Go
bonus!
Oh my!
Gotta get the bonus.
I need a bonus.
Bonus! I just
Bonus me, man. Throw me one of those
Robin
bonuses.
Loxley, give me a bonus.
I need to get more cigars and smack my secretary on the ass.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Gotta shotgun this bonus over here. Come on.
I got some scotch.
Do you know who I am?
Do you know who I am?
Okay. So what are your plans going forward for DC? Oh, and here it is. Instead of, you know what, we have this great multiverse idea. We got this multi-platforming idea where we can actually bring in, you know, these characters that have been beloved here for the last 4 years and people fought for, and have them right alongside these other characters and visions and other lighter fare that, you know, inhabit this multiverse of characters. Oh no. We've got an incredible group of creators. Television series creators, you know, the fine people at the CW who are keeping the light on somehow and keeping people interested every week.
I mean,
oh, that's right.
Guys,
that's right. Me, the lover of the Flash, has not seen one of the 3 episodes this year yet.
I mean, aren't you
So
guys
riveting.
excited to see 7 Supermans on one screen? Come on, man.
Yeah.
Let's multiverse the shit out of it. Come
As
on.
long as they're all Henry Cavill.
Well, you know, I think we actually have footage, Brian, of and it is Matt Jarbo's favorite footage of you know, yet a second Superman series. Because this multi-platforming thing, not only we're going to get Superman and Lois, we're going to get Superman bloopers and blunders and practical jokes.
He stuck the landing though.
Ow,
He
my
did stick the
balls.
landing.
Ow,
He
my
did stick
balls.
the landing. He did stick that landing firewater. Absolutely. He nailed it like a champ.
You know what? He should have like put his arms up like a gymnast,
Right.
and then collapsed over. Like how when they land after they do a flip. Look at me, judges! I landed this stuff. Sorry, I don't know.
I was
if
a
I can
Christian
curse or
Bale.
not.
I'm like,
gonna be
who
cool.
put this pole here?
Not
Who put this
knocking on one of the bathroom doors at Warner Brothers. Knock, knock, knock. Hamada's in there. Go away, Peyton. Knock, knock, knock. Go away, Peyton.
That's why they're mad. They interrupted him while they were watching Ouch My Balls.
There you go.
Zack
So what are
Snyder,
the
goddamn.
plans? We've got these amazing creators, television series creators, Max series creators, feature film creators who are basically broadening the base of the talent that we work with on DC, because we're so excited about the potential to build out the DC multiverse, except for the one that people really want to see. It's one of the reasons why I was hired almost 2 years ago. The before and after was a very siloed organization with no connectivity between the businesses. DC was being developed, but in a kind of monolithic way in each division. My mantra coming in was to make it bigger and broader, and we really want to surprise and delight the fans with more connective tissue across the various media and platforms. I'm talking movies, HBO Max, television, and our games division. Great, Anne. Then include everyone, especially the one that people have been fighting tooth and nail with their time, effort, and money for the last 4 years, and basically propped up your HBO Max experiment.
Experiment was a success.
That worked, didn't it? Now,
Well,
Just how Dr. Stone brought his son back. You know, it worked out pretty well for everyone.
Yeah, true.
yeah,
Yeah, that kind of adds. Am I getting on your
his son
channel?
was so happy
Yeah.
about it.
He gave
this-
that lady $100K. That was nice of him.
Oh my gosh. Right. The Snyder Cut came out because of a fan campaign online. Thanks for telling us something we didn't know. Do you feel like you need to strike a balance between I know. don't even mention what it was, right?
Sorry,
just some fan campaign online. A couple of guys in a Snyder Cut t-shirt were just like,
minimization, guys.
hey,
minimization.
Can you bring back the Snyder Cut? Oh, yes, we wanted to give him the 4 hours. Yes, we wanted to give Zack Snyder the opportunity to present his movie. Do you feel like you need to strike a balance between being responsive to fans and charting your own course as a company? How responsive do you believe DC should be? Oh, we're always going to listen to our fans.
Sorry.
Okay, so with the left hand, you disparage us. And then with the right hand, we love you. So it's like when Jim Cornette left the WWF. Thank you, F you, bye. And that's kind of how I feel like this whole thing works out. She thanks us for watching the movie. She slaps us in the face for being toxic fans. And then she, drives it home, tells us goodbye because we've got a bunch of new stuff coming out that doesn't involve anything that you guys fought for. So, yeah.
Can I just point something out just real quick, because like this is kind of this is kind of important. I mean, with Andrew Casale here saying my top 5 comic movies are Batman Begins, Man of Steel, Iron Man, Raimi Spider-Man, and then Zack Snyder's Justice League at number 1.
What?
That's what?
How did
Andrew Casale
mount it?
That's big.
Yeah, dude, he's the biggest
Spider-Man 2 is often,
is.
and not only that, Spider-Man 2, in all seriousness, is regarded as one of the best superhero movies ever, and the best superheroes by many people. Best superhero movie, and that's a fine film.
It is. Oh, trust me, I believe it. But like seriously, like for Andrew Casale to say that he loves Zack Snyder's Justice League more than oh my gosh, than Spider-Man.
I was gonna say, even if he put Justice League behind Spider-Man, I'd be like, yeah, that makes sense. I'll buy that. Like if Spider-Man 2 was still his number 1, I'd be like, I buy that, but I respect it.
Yeah, that's his thing, man.
He's a Spider-Man guy, right? Yeah,
he's a huge Spider-Man guy. Like
his avatar, man.
You guys don't know. He loves him some Spider-Man.
My keen detective skills said that.
And guess what? Spider-Man wasn't even in Justice League. Because it's Marvel. Because it's Marvel, not DC.
Multiverse, Saggy. Multiverse, Saggy.
It's happening. I want Spider-Man in DC.
Batman versus Spider-Man. He's going to mess his day up. He's going to throw a box at his head.
I want it. It's going to happen someday. I will make it so. Let's fight for that. Spider-Man in Justice League. Please, let's do it.
Oh my gosh! They crossed over in the comics.
Yeah, they need to cross over the movies.
I do need some help from any of my producers in the chat here, real quick, because I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. But my StreamYard did jump up, so I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. But real quick, Mando Bando with a $4.99 super chat says, I don't mind DC going forward, but why not have the Snyderverse as well, especially with the multiverse? Absolutely, Mando Bando, you're absolutely right. If I missed, by the way, a super chat before Mando Bando, will somebody please let me know, because I can't see it now. But
Enosh, I'm just going to take a 5-minute break. I'm going to be right back. All right.
Okay. All right. No problem. No problem. Sounds good.
Ryan Hartwell had one.
Okay, Ryan. I can't see Ryan. So can
says,
you? I even went on the thing here, and I can't. So I apologize, because I want to make sure that I get everybody's comments here. Yes. So what did he say?
Zack Snyder should do a road show for the Snyder Cut, the same way Quentin Tarantino did for the Hateful Eight, with intermissions and overtures.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Heck yeah.
I totally see Ryan making that comment too, because Ryan is a theater guy. That would be, oh my gosh.
All right.
Absolutely.
Arkham Gaming, $4.99 super chat.
Thank you, Arkham Gaming.
I think because AT&T has all the rights of the DC characters, they should make a new studio and call it DC Studio and let Warner Bros. Go bankrupt. Dude, that's kind of what Marvel Studios did.
We just got to get together.
They're under Disney, but they're their own independent entity.
We'll have a stream. We'll just raise the money and we'll buy DC outright. Right? Yep. We'll buy up all the shares, and then that way we'll control it. we can just do it.
Okay, so then I think the next one is Jeff Glaffelty.
It is. Okay, so I'm good there. Yeah. All right, Jeff Glaffelty with a $20 super chat, a $19.99 super chat. Oh my gosh, Jeff, thank you so much, man. Says the 10 Commandments was over 4 hours, dude. Yeah, and Ben-Hur.
I mean, have you ever watched an old classic movie? Wasn't Gone with the Wind hella long?
Oh, yeah. Well, all those movies back then, man. All those movies these classics that have stood the test of time were that long. I'm sorry. Yeah, they had an intermission, but that's what movies used to be. It used to be an event, but now it's, hey, can we get it to an hour and a half so that we can get people in and out like cows, like cattle? Wrangle in, Wrangle them out.
The
Why
first
not? Why not just charge more for it?
Okay,
Are you getting a double
Right.
feature? Are you getting 4
Yeah.
hours worth of film? All right. I mean, just add like 20-30% to the bill. Like whatever.
Now hold on, Firewater. You're doing something that we don't like to do in these business meetings now, Firewater, because in these business meetings, we don't want to come up with new innovative ways to do new innovative things. We just want to keep giving it the same thing, but have to put in less effort while making more money. So I like your idea of raising the price 30%. But instead of doing 2 hours, why don't we do, maybe first go to an hour and 45? Yeah, but let's get these high profile movies. Yeah, we've been doing it with comedies for a long time, these 90-minute comedies, and people have been okay with that. They've kind of expected a little bit more from these big action pieces and superhero movies. But I think we could trim a little bit there and still tell, part of the story. What do you think?
I really like the part where we have 4 hours and we just charge a little bit more.
But Firewater, bonus.
Yeah, but if we charge more, we could get more of a bonus.
Bonus, yeah.
I need another yacht and more drugs. Yeah. And the only way I get both is by having a bonus.
Wait, hold on. Wait a second. Did somebody say drugs?
Drugs.
It's on
All right, Firewater, you're not allowed to make sense. Like Andrew Christie says, you stop making sense. Stop bringing logic into this because, you can't do that. Stop doing that.
I don't know.
Okay.
I just feel like, in all seriousness, where there's a will, there's a way. And unfortunately, with Warner Media, they're going to spend the next couple of years, because probably that's how long it's going to take, defending failure.
Yep.
They have to defend failure. Justice League was a failure. Zack Snyder's Justice League, massive success. And I don't buy that only a few people are. I don't buy that. I don't buy it. There's no way. And so it makes zero sense to me. And so what it comes down to is they have to protect. It's like when my favorite football team has a bad couple of years, and then like coaches are trying to, if a couple plays went a different way, it was good. I had this bad call of the play, but I'm going to defend it. It was like you're defending failure. That means you're going to do it again.
It was like being a Niners fan in 2000.
Oh, trust me, I know, dude.
I'm a Giants fan, man. We be getting
dude. I'm a Detroit Lions fan.
Oh, God bless you.
Yeah.
Hey, Kenny Galladay, he just joined the Giants. I think he's great.
I'm just saying, I've been living that my whole life, man.
But I mean, you got to spin and defend failure. It's okay to say, okay, hey, maybe we got this one wrong. We had to release, and maybe Zack Snyder's gracious enough. He could say, like, I understand the situation, even though he may want to give some people the people's elbow. I understand that. But, he could be gracious. He's a good guy. He'd be like, I understand, whatever. Let's just move forward. Fine.
Yeah.
I think he has enough class to handle it that way. I really do.
I do too. Andrew Christie here with the $5. Andrew Christie here with the $5 super chat says WB trying to put an end to the Snyderverse is like New Line deciding not to release the Two Towers and Return of the King after Fellowship.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not going to get any bonuses after that.
Right?
Well, no. I mean, let's check the receipts. As far as time on movies, Avatar, 2 hours, 42 minutes. Titanic,
really?
3 hours, 30 minutes. Endgame, 3:02. And Infinity War was 2 hours and 40 minutes. Those are 5 of the top grossing movies of all time.
Oh, that could.
But we need a 2 hour movie. Hard
2 hours. You know what? But I like people like Todd Fayer here. So I'm gonna be fair with Todd Fayer because Todd has a differing opinion. All right, and Todd and I have had different exchanges of comments back and forth. But Todd is respectful, and I like that because we can have a differing opinion. And Todd likes me because I'm respectful. So I have a big problem with Warner Brothers, but I'm not going to yell at Todd about it because Todd wants to move on, right? And look, I know that there's people who just want to move on, and I'm fine with that, except for there's no reason why the Snyderverse can't continue within the multiverse. I would never say scrap the Flash movie coming up scrap everything that we're going because of the Snyder Cut. The Snyder Cut was successful. So now blow up everything. And now I have to have my way, and I can only see the Snyderverse going forward. It doesn't have to be that way. Literally. We don't have to throw away the Batman movie that's coming out next year. We don't have to throw away the Flash. We don't have to throw away the Shazam 2s or all that stuff. Literally, it can all coexist together. But here, $20 super chat from Todd, which goes to show you that we can all get along, even if we have differing opinions. Thank you so much, Todd. Says, Enosh, I like the Snyder Cut, and I'm glad Zach got to finish his vision for Justice League. But now us fans have to move on, because if everyone keeps getting mad at WB, it will not change things. We need to hope for future of DC. But here's the thing, Todd. I hear what you're saying, but these were the kind of things that were being said 4 years ago. The Snyder Cut doesn't exist. If you guys just keep campaigning for this, you're just going to make WB mad, and they're just not going to make. They're not going to do it. It's a pointless fight. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't don't stir the pot. Don't cause the friction, because guys, let's just move on. But here's the thing. I don't want to just see what they're talking about coming up. I want them to really commit to this multiverse deal. And the thing is that the Snyder Cut has been hugely successful. And what we're talking about here is, yes, these WB executives who are trying to hide that fact or bury the fact that this has been successful for their own egos. And yes, we need to move on. Yes, we need to move on. And you know what? If that means that theatrically Warner Brothers goes in a different direction and makes those people happy and creates something new, great. And maybe on HBO Max, we get limited series which feature Snyder's, the Snyderverse. Great. And then on CW, we have, regular TV shows like Lois and Superman and The Flash and all those shows. Great. It can all exist.
Right.
But I will not, I can't sit here and just go, I'm just going to be quiet about it and just take what I'm given. Like I can't just take what I'm given just because Warner Brothers says so. Because these are things that I love. These are things that I'm passionate about. These are characters that I'm passionate about. And I was talking with somebody just earlier today, guys. And I'm sure if we went around this horn right here and I asked you, Firewater, why do you care about these characters? Like, what is it in your life that connects you with there? Brian, what connects you with these characters? Saggy, I know you're kind of new to this, fandom and this group, as you've been brought in, but you've even experienced some things since you've been around here and actually established some things that probably years from now you'll look back on and go, now when I look at Batman or I look at Superman or I look at these old movies, it's like it brings back memories. These characters mean something to us. So I can't just say it's okay. Just give me whatever. Just treat me however, and treat the people who made these movies however, and Zach and others, as a fan and as somebody that this means something to. And that's why. And Todd with another $20, and this speaks to the point that I was making just a minute ago. Todd is a good guy. So I'm not mad at Todd. I would never be mad at Todd. And guys, I know that he has a differing opinion, but don't take that out on him, because we're all entitled to our opinions. And I understand where he's coming from. Because there's some who are just tired. They just want to move on, and sometimes you want to like wave the white flag and just say, I can't do this.
I can understand that. Like half the day to day, I was going to just walk away, man. I'm good. Like, I got Marvel. We're going to get the X-Men soon and Fantastic Four. So, I mean, there's plenty to look forward to and something else. So yeah, I'm not.
I mean,
I appreciate Todd. I appreciate Todd that you see that I just want to, get along with people, So I'm sorry, Saggy. What were you saying?
Oh no, I interrupted you. My bad. But it's our money, right? And we are spending our money on this entertainment that we enjoy seeing. So I would say, even though sometimes I know as fans, when people's like it's you putting money in doesn't mean you're guaranteed to like have too much of a say, but you do have some say in what you want to see. I feel like that's fair. And like Enosh said, just to add on, I was more into the CW DC universe, like the TV shows, than I was the movies. But when I started watching the movies, they're also just as good. They're good, and I feel like it's fair. There's so many different people who created Batman movies, Superman movies, different directors, different producers. Why can't they all do it? Like, why are you just stopping one person from doing it? Because the fans want to see it. So now because the fans want it, you're going to take it away? That doesn't seem fair.
Wouldn't that be the opposite of common sense?
Well,
like
see,
the fans want to see this one, so don't give them that one.
That's the thing,
Right.
okay? The entertainment business is a different business than, say, McDonald's or something like that. Okay, so like the product they produce is different, and it's all based on, a lot of their income is based on revenue from ticket sales and stuff. So I mean, when they continue to do stuff like this, I feel like it hurts them in the box office. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to say other fan groups boycotts and all this kind of stuff, but I'm just saying, like, I think indifference is a killer. And when you turn the fans indifferent, you've lost it.
I mean,
That's a great
this
point.
this whole thing's just weird because they hired him to do the movie in the first place. That's the weirdest part. Like, they wanted him to do it the first place. Why all of a sudden stop him now? That makes no logical sense.
Well,
to me.
because they got cold feet over Batman v Superman, but they screwed up Batman v Superman. They cut off, parts of that movie, and cut out a half hour of that movie, and then people noticed, and that was the problem, that people noticed, and that was a problem because the fans, and just casuals said, "What is this movie even about? We don't understand where the storyline went. What the heck did you do to this movie?" And they blamed Zack Snyder. And so then there was this revolt against Zack Snyder all of a sudden, and it wasn't Snyder's fault.
Yeah, and then they did the same thing to freaking Suicide Squad. Like, they chopped the hell out of that movie. It was to where, like I said the other night, I'm still not that big a fan. Like, I didn't really like it that much. I mean, Margot Robbie was a highlight, Will Smith was a highlight, but on the whole, I like a connected story, and it's something I've been talking about this whole time, and that's why I don't think DC's multiverse, I think it's just going to confuse the general public, because we've gotten used to, thanks to TV shows and stuff like that, in a long form storytelling, to where we could sit through 5, 6, 7, 8 movies to get a nice, rich story. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when you tell stories that don't connect with the other stories, but they have the same actors, like Aquaman and Wonder Woman 84, to where it's just like you're scratching your head going, this does not lead into the continuity. It doesn't reinforce that at all. And it provides absolutely no connectivity. So what are you going to do? You're going to make a movie where we got to do all these leaps in logic to make it all work? Like, to where the 70s Superman and the TV show Superman from the 50s is all canon now?
Yeah. Well,
But that's why Marvel's successful, because they've told that long story, that long drawn out story over 20 movies, over a decade. That's how they built their success. If you're trying to be Marvel, that's how you have to do it. You can't just rush to the finish line.
I would even argue, Brian, that Zach did a fabulous job in 3 movies?
Yeah.
Excellent job of playing in 9 hours, 4 and 2, like, so 8 to 9 hours of cinema to get us there in Justice League. Like, and it felt like it was earned still, even though it wasn't 20 movies, it felt like it was earned. Like, it made sense. But it's got to be good storytelling. And that, I love Andrew. Andrew gives another $5 super chat just to tell us, don't get me wrong, Enosh, I'm still a Spider-Man person. I love Spider-Man 2. Not going to change that. But man, Zack Snyder's Justice League was way better than the 2017 version.
I almost got him wrong. I didn't think he liked Spider-Man anymore. That's my bad.
Well, no, the thing that's funny too is, like, not every DC movie is gonna be great, guys. Like, and you're gonna have some flops here and there. It's not the end of the world if you do. Just because you have 1 or 2 flops doesn't mean the rest of them aren't gonna be amazing.
Birds of Prey. Yeah.
Saggy,
I like Birds of Prey. Get out of here.
I like Birds of Prey too. But see, here's the thing. So here's the problem. It's got to be a holistic strategy. See, because we're going to listen to our fans, but we are in service of the broadest fan base, and we owe them an integrated, holistic strategy. What the living F is that?
That was
They
the point
forgot
that's the point I
Well,
just made.
Well, they forgot to add in a parentheses, except Zack Snyder.
Apparently, because like literally the entire world is talking about Zack Snyder's Justice League. People who didn't care, who didn't like the movie, who have claimed to look. Doomcock literally did an 11-minute video about Zack Snyder's Justice League when his buddies were called on the carpet by Zack Snyder the day before, and he's like, "Look, I like Jeremy and I like Geeks and Gamers, but I'm sorry. Here, let me recreate it for you. I like Jeremy and I like Geeks and Gamers, and they're my friends." But I have to be honest if I say that Zack Snyder's Justice League was absolutely amazing. Like and subscribe and make sure you're still subscribed. I mean, like even when you have that like, come on, like what, the broadest fan base, how much broader do you get than literally like everybody's loved this movie? How much broader? So she says, we are the shepherds of the franchise and hopefully more like the gatekeepers of the franchise. And hopefully when the fans see what we've got in store, see, it's all about us. It's all about what Warner Brothers wants to do, not what the fans want. But when they see what we've got in store for the franchise, they'll know that DC is in good hands across many different platforms with many different creators. We want different voices in the mix. For certain fans that want singular voices, they may be disappointed. But we would ask them to be patient and see what we've got in store, because perhaps the newer voices in the mix will have just as compelling stories to tell. So boys and girls, you be good, okay? And you guys just be quiet for a little while. Just trust us, because we have a great track record and we've always done what's right and listened to people. And you might not like it at first, but these new voices, these new people can be just as good. Coy and Vance are just as good as Bo and Luke Duke. You won't even notice. One's got blonde hair, one's got brown hair, one's got a yellow shirt, and one's got a plaid blue shirt. It doesn't matter. Yeah, guess what? That was owned by Warner Brothers too. They were doing that back in the 80s, even when they tried to switch out the Dukes of Hazzard, and they literally thought that it didn't matter because the TV show was all about the car. Okay,
A fake Von Erich brother.
Exactly.
By the way, I just want to point out there is a lot missing in this article. There's a lot of parentheses except Zack Snyder in there. I just wanted to point that out. Some of the things missing that.
Yeah, but they have compelling stories to tell on balance. You, of course, want to listen to your fans, but we do want to stay true to our vision and our mission for DC and build that out. Aren't you guys so excited? It says we have weekly meetings with our key execs about the bonus. In every division. Every division gets a bonus. It's like Oprah Winfrey. You get a bonus, and you get a bonus, and you get a bonus. Zack Snyder, you don't get a bonus or paid for your work that you did here to bring it to HBO Max, but you get a bonus of getting the movie out and not going forward. Last August, she says, I was made head of studios and networks, and now I have all of the creative groups underneath me.
Except Zack Snyder.
Yeah. So now around that table, it's not just Warner Brothers Film, Warner Brothers Television, and Warner Brothers Games. It also includes HBO and HBO Max, and the Turner Networks, Adult Swim, and the Kids and Family Networks. We're involving all of those people in our plans going forward. And that means the media is going to be more connected, sometimes in subtle ways and sometimes in more overt ways. Like opposite the Suicide Squad, we're spinning out Peacemaker with James Gunn and John Cena, passionately developing that for HBO Max. It's my job to make sure we super serve our fans across all demos and fan bases. Yeah, and if you don't like that, Zack Snyder, you're fired.
Except Zack Snyder.
Oh my gosh.
I had to add in the except Zack Snyder. Nicotina's here, by the way.
Yeah, somebody's got an ego trip, doesn't she? Like, they're all under me.
I was going to say, what is she, Mr. McMahon? Like, the character, Brett screwed Brett? Is that what I heard?
Here's the problem. Here's the problem
Zach
right here.
Zach.
Yep. Yep. RJ here says it best with his $2 super chat. It says, whoops, if I can get it up here.
That was critical.
It was, I
It was
can't
quick,
see it.
it was quick.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I know. Well, you know what? It's not my StreamYard is like lagging so bad, but it says Warner Brothers has no fans in charge, unlike Marvel with Feige. You could tell she's not a fan. She's somebody who came in 2 years ago and went, how can I make the most money for WB? And how can I just change things up? And she's like, oh, look what Disney's doing over there. Let's do that. That sounds like fun.
I could be Kathleen Kennedy.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
basically
fair
what
enough.
she's become. She's our Kathleen Kennedy now.
Oh, she is. Okay, so from now on, you got to have her on thumbnails with red eyes.
Okay.
That'll
I
get
can
you
do
the
that.
views.
I can do that. I can do that.
Yeah, that'll get you the views.
Yeah, as much as I hate, you guys know, as much as I hate like the fandom menace and like that whole thing going after Kathleen Kennedy, I swear to God, this woman is actually saying stuff that's like idiotic and
It's literally a middle finger. Like, dude, like, what the hell, man?
For now, it is. But like I said, if you keep up the pressure and with positive, not necessarily calling for heads, but like, hey, we really want this product, and we as a collective have a boatload of cash.
But keep up
that
the
we're willing to
pressure. I
trade
mean, we
for.
put how much more pressure can we put on a studio?
Yeah.
I mean, we're not going to give up. And Firewater, I hear what you're saying, but I mean, it's like, how much more do we have to do? We're
well,
flying
Nicotina,
banners
that's a
over-
toxic
over-
side.
We
of
need to
fandom.
go
What's your
88
name on
miles
it?
an hour.
Yeah,
That's what we need.
88
That's what we
Nicotina,
need.
Nicotina,
We got to get the
road.
DeLorean and we have to hit 88, 78,
Don't be-
68.
Don't
Not
be
going to cut it.
toxic, guys. Don't do it.
Oh, yeah,
Don't
but we can't be toxic.
No, don't
can't
be
be
nasty.
Well,
to them.
look, she's not going to
We're
tolerate
better than
that.
the fandom menace. All
Look,
they
look,
do
look.
is complain.
Yeah, well, look, she's not going to tolerate it because look, there's also been a toxic side to the fandom.
Oh,
with
I love how she
reports-
brought this up too. Like, are you
Yes.
fucking serious?
Yes, with reports that critics and some of your executives have received threats for not endorsing the Snyder Cut or for being perceived as standing in the way of its release. What's your reaction to that behavior? She says, we're not tolerating any of that. That behavior is reprehensible no matter what franchise you're talking about or what business you're talking about. It's completely unacceptable. I'm
Okay,
very
Karen.
disappointed. I'm very disappointed in the fans that have chosen to go to that negative place with regard to DC. With regard to some of our executives, it's just disappointing
We've
because
you
we
over so
want
many times.
we want this to be a safe place to be. We want DC to be a fandom that feels safe and inclusive. We want people to be able to speak up for the things they love. We don't want it to be a culture of canceling things that any small faction isn't happy with. We're not about that. We're about positivity and celebration and bonuses.
Bonus!
Bonuses!
Really Zack Snyder.
Hold on. Wait, Renosh. Wait. Go back to that last part up there. Hold on. I just
Bone
wanna-
plus
wanna-
nuss equals bonus.
They forgot another part.
I got
They
a
forgot another
bone. You
part.
got an us?
They forgot
Together
another
we
part.
are DC.
Bonus!
We want
Bonus United, yeah.
Yeah,
Bonus
hashtag
Unite my
bonus
bank
United.
account with that bonus.
I have to
Hashtag
correct.
bonus United.
I have to correct this one line. They
sorry.
forgot. I don't know.
I'm
I don't know
But
sorry.
he's
who
being
wrote
so
this.
sweet.
Did you just say unite my bank account with that bonus?
Yeah, I did that.
I know. I heard
did not say that.
that.
I did the thing.
It's just so fucked.
I'm
Well, wait,
sorry. I'm
we
sorry,
have- we haven't
Snaggy. What did
corrected
you
it.
say? What did you
No,
say?
I just want to correct the article. Whoever wrote this forgot to add in. We want DC to be a fandom that feels safe and inclusive. In parentheses, except if you're an angry black man. Thank you. That's all I wanted to correct.
Oh yes. Well, and don't try to use the hashtag release the Snyder Cut because the campaign for hashtag release the Snyder Cut or restore the Snyderverse, I should say, has moved into a new phase. I'm glad that they're recognizing it already. Maybe because it's freaking trending every freaking day. Thank you freaking very much. It's now hashtag restore the Snyderverse. What's your reaction to this new campaign? I appreciate that they love Zach's work, and they're very thankful that for his many contributions to DC. We're just so happy that he could bring his cut of the Justice League to life because that wasn't in the plan until about a year ago.
Wow, this is just so stupid.
It wasn't in your plan anyways.
I-
Like it literally took fans like fighting for it for 4 years to get noticed. And it took that long for anybody to stand up and go, oh, I don't know, like Jason Keelar and AT&T to say, you need to make this happen. There's money on the table. Yes, it's motivated by money. Absolutely, as it should be.
Sure.
Because we are a force to be reckoned with. We have pocketbooks. WB, guess what? Warner Brothers, you see that? There's my Superman wallet. You want what's in it? You want what's in it? Huh? Come get it. Oh, but you know what? Keep pulling this crap. The wallet's going back here.
Because they're like, we don't want
anybody.
We want what's in the average Enosh's wallet, not this one.
I'm sorry. You don't want anybody to pirate your movies? I don't know. You don't want anybody to pirate the things that you're putting out? Why don't you put out good quality stuff that makes people that draws people in and actually excites people instead of trying to confuse them with telling them, one, it's a multiverse, but just not for Zack Snyder. No Zack Snyder or the Zack Snyder fans allowed because we're going to call them toxic. I mean, what the heck? Is this lady dating Andy Signore?
Oh,
I hope not, man.
That would be a crime.
The way he acted today, you would have thought it. Like, I swear to God, like, I mean, but because he was getting such a jolly off of this. I mean,
they got their
I'm sure they were. I'm sure they were.
Oh,
they
yeah.
got their
Oh,
W,
yeah.
man.
Well, you know, the guy on the corner there already said that she's his super girl now.
Of course. She made his dreams come true. Now, if she could just put him in Wonder Woman, the next movie, you know.
Oh, my gosh.
The world would be a better place.
But here's the thing. She says, I appreciate, and his, everyone who loves it and stuff. And we're so happy. Guys, they were gushing over being able to bring Zack Snyder's Justice League. Don't you know that? Warner Brothers?
They were gushing so much they put a hit piece out every other day.
They were so happy.
They were gushing so much. It took them like how long to do it? Yeah, let me tell you.
Yep.
They were
They're like,
we're so happy. But with that comes the completion of his trilogy. Again.
When did anyone ever say it was a trilogy? He had storyboards that had more story to tell, but they're just going to play stupid and say, "Yeah, it's a trilogy," and we did it, guys. Like,
well, TTC sniping here, who's had this $4.99 super chat that I've had up for a while, puts it best. WB and Sarnoff are a pack of fools. Every last one of them. They don't even know when they have a 5-part series and they're calling it a trilogy. A bunch of illiterates that wouldn't even know how to lead a manure-filled files, let alone DC. I'm sorry. What was it?
Flies. That's a tongue twister. That's a tough one.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I mean, is anybody else
wouldn't even know? Hold on. Is it?
Wait,
wouldn't even know how to lead flies. Wouldn't know how,
episode 2.
Hold on. Wouldn't know how to lead flies to manure, let alone DC, maybe, or lead a manure-filled flies, let alone DC. I'm going to go with lead. Hold on.
Flies to manure. I think
it's flies to manure. Okay, so yeah. So I'm going to be like WB, and I'm not taking the hit on that one. I'm not taking the L on that one. I'm just messing with you, TTC.
I would hate to run into
but you're so right.
Flies.
Oh my God. Like, seriously, who are these people? How do they apparently they're just giving out like executive positions over there at WB, like to anybody who's just on the street. It's like, hey, what's your name? My name's Ann. Yeah. And I like money, except for when it's going to make money.
I email pictures of cats.
Yeah, right?
But see, this is so. What's funny about this is that you go back one day on Variety, and they have an article saying, "Will they invite Zack Snyder back for a Justice League sequel?" And it talks about how it was common practice that when you have a blockbuster successful movie, you pretty much immediately greenlight a sequel. And a lot of times, the sequels did not live up to the first one. And in some cases,
Wonder Woman 84. Wonder Woman 84
boom
came out, did okay, and what did they say? Wonder Woman 3 is coming out right away. Bonus.
Welcome to the WB.
Welcome to Warner Bonuses. There you go.
Wonder Bonuses win with love.
Warner Bonus Studios. Oh yeah.
Of course, that gets greenlit immediately. But this one, let's just hope it goes away now because we gave the fans what they wanted. Now fans go away.
There was no bonus to be had on this one.
Well, I don't understand. You have fans that want a product, and you are a person, a company that makes a product, and you're like, well, I don't want to do what they want. I want to do what I want to do because I think mine's a lot better. You're like, dude, are you kidding me? And your fans are like, hey, I really want that.
Listen, Arkham Gaming. First of all, thank you for the $4.99 super chat. I did get your message earlier today with this comment basically in it, and I want to say something to you because here he says Zack Snyder's Justice League is my #1 favorite movie, 10 out of 10. I'm depressed. I'm not even looking forward to DC upcoming projects except the Batman. #restore the Snyderverse. Arkham, don't you be depressed.
I'm not even looking forward to the Batman.
Do not let them.
Do
not let them. Do not let them steal your joy. Refocus. Repurpose. What they've given you. Look what happened 4 years ago when they gave us Justice League. Yep. And they tried to tell us that was Zack Snyder's vision. That, his buddy Joss was just coming in to finish up his vision and give us what was already there. That was a lie. That was a lie. Do not let these liars, these manipulators, these grifters, these people who are in executive power yet have no idea what they're doing. Do not let them steal your joy for the things that you love. I'm not telling you to stay angry like old Doomcock and Star Wars and all that stuff. I'm not telling you that. I'm telling you, you still love the things that you love. Enjoy what you can enjoy. The Batman's going to come out, and I'm fine with enjoying the Batman because I'm open to the multiverse. See, this isn't me doomcocking all of you, okay? That's not what this is. I am not telling you to stay angry and to just willy-nilly just stay pissed off at Warner Brothers and you know, if we don't get our way, we're going to be pissed off. No, I'm telling you it can all exist. I'm not saying go back and undo it like it never existed, you know, undo everything. No, I'm saying it's a multiverse for a reason. I can still enjoy things. I understand, though. I totally understand how it's going to be hard to walk into that Flash movie or that Batman movie and not have this in the back of your head. I get it. But don't take that out on the movie, please. Do not take that out on the characters that you love. But in the meantime, don't let this pass. Still enjoy the things that you enjoy, but keep using that hashtag. Keep using every chance you get to voice your opinion to all parts of this studio and all the executives who are on social media to make them know that we're not going to go quietly into the night. We're not going to tuck our tail and run just because you gave us some scraps and said, "Here's the Snyder Cut, guys. You guys are going to go away now, right? We gave you what you wanted, right?" No.
Well, I mean, if we do go away, we're going to go away salty. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Why would you want your fans to go away? That makes no sense. And even that statement alone, I just hope you guys, we gave you what you want, fans. Now go away.
But be patient. Right? We might make something you'll like.
Yeah, we'll make the Flash movie that will erase all this.
Good. Well, we're going to get into the Flash movie in just a second because the Flash movie may not end up being what Warner Brothers thought it was going to be after all. If you guys saw that story. Okay, so, because they've been touting Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton's coming back, guys. Remember Michael Keaton? Remember that?
I remember.
You remember Firewater? You remember Michael Keaton?
I remember that bonus.
Oh. Yeah, well, guess what? Michael Keaton had some interesting things to say today about whether or not he was coming back for sure. Boy, sure does make you think, doesn't it? We're going to get that in just a second. We're going to finish this article real quick. But yes, H. Bartz, you know what? The Rock had some interesting things to say today, too. I know that The Rock really wants to take on Cavill's Superman in a movie.
Not if they can help it. They're like, "Oh, that's great, Rock,
I know.
But you know what? Why don't you go against Pattinson?" Like, what? And you know what?
Right.
For that matter, I hope that Robert Pattinson's Batman, I hope it stays self-contained. I hope it's not connected to anything else in this DC universe because everything else is so effed that I would rather it be its own self-contained universe, like what Matt Reeves did with the Planet of the Apes. I mean, it's its own story. Because if it's connected to anything else, they're going to screw the whole thing up.
Yeah.
Well, it kind of concerns me though these next few statements because then they ask, will there be more of these director's cuts? Will we see David Ayer's cut of Suicide Squad? We won't be developing David Ayer's cut.
So there is a cut.
Yep. Yep. Thank you, Firewater.
Developing David Aerith cut.
Thank you,
what?
Firewater. You know what you just did?
I did the good thing, yo.
You did.
You get a bonus.
Ladies and gentlemen, there is an Ayer cut.
There's a cut.
There's a cut. I think we should Photoshop that on those banners and everything where it says, where it's got Zach saying like I've got a cut. There's a cut. Do with that
because if there wasn't a cut, she would have said, "Well, it doesn't exist." I mean, there is no cut. Yeah,
We're not developing that. That's not something that we're looking at right now. Whatever. Oh, but there is a cut. And one step too far, I feel really bad for Reeves and Battinson too, because look, there's going to be a bunch of pissed off people by the time this comes, and I'm really hoping that it doesn't. But look at this. He says here, looking at the DC slate, there seems to be an emphasis on creating opportunities for diverse creators and the characters. Look, let me kiss up to you a little bit here, Anne. Oh, it looks like so great. Like. You guys totally cut all the people of color out of Justice League back in 2017, but you guys seem to have learned your lesson because now you got all these diverse creators and characters. You got a Latino superhero movie with Blue Beetle. Sasha Calle is becoming
Calle.
Is it Calle? Is becoming the first. I don't know. You're the Latin guy, dude. You tell me.
It made sense to me. Okay, it made sense to me.
You take it, bro. I'm just a white guy.
I'm gonna die on my hill.
All right, you do that. All right, Sasha Calle. Sasha Calle. Bonus. Becoming the first Latinx actress to portray.
Wait, they said Latino first, then Latinx. Why not just be?
I don't know.
Is that like Latinx?
I don't. No.
It's making me cry.
I thought it was Latinx. Oh, it's not.
But what's Latinx? It sounds like a.
No, I'm being serious. I don't even know how to
know.
pronounce that.
I don't know what
Latinx.
It
sounds like
no.
In the WWE, like here comes Latinx. They're in the second ring.
It is
Latin
Latinx.
10.
It is Latinx.
Latin 10. Okay, Latinx. Actress to portray Supergirl. And Ta-Nehisi Coates writing a Superman movie. Is there a concerted effort to take the brand in a more inclusive direction? Well, it's super important to me, and it's in line with what we want to do. We want to branch out and let creators interpret parts of the universe in unique and special ways. Ta-Nehisi working on Superman is incredibly exciting. I can't wait to see what he comes up with. And director Andy Muschietti on The Flash, or Patty Jenkins. Matt Reeves just finished filming The Batman Against the Odds of COVID. We're so excited to finish that movie and have people see it because Matt's take on Batman is different than other takes.
It's not like Zach's.
I'll do him the service of red boxing it. Okay, you will get $2 whole from me, and I will return it the next day.
Where part of it will go to Redbox. Even familiar characters have lost possibilities. Exactly, I should have said just that. Even familiar characters have lots of possibilities.
It's Lot X. It's Lot X.
What is it?
What is it?
Lot X.
Lot X.
Lot X of possibilities.
Oh, okay. I was like, I'm going back up here going, how is that Lot X? How is that Lot X? That says Lot
What is Latinx?
How is that Lot X? But okay, I get you're making a joke.
Look it up.
It's a non-gendered form of Latino.
Look,
what does that even mean?
Form. It's supposed to just be a term for Latin.
Oh, instead of saying Latino or Latina, you say Latin X.
They did say Latino, and then they put the X in Latino. It was
that's because
they already contradicted themselves.
You can't say Hispanic.
So then this next part just goes on about they're going to break down the silos so that all these movies and TV shows can basically silos. Did I say Cylons? I got Cylon on the brain. I love Cylon. But basically they're just talking about how they're going to put in lots of Easter eggs and fun stuff, for people to just like see and all the TV
you mean like a Marvel TV show?
Yep, they're going to put stuff that's like you may not see everybody and everything, but we can harken back to something that was said in the Flash movie, or there could be a cameo appearance of one of the actors from one movie into a current show.
This is like
And then Ray
He's one of
Fisher
the
has
first,
accused Warner Brothers executives of racially biased behavior and of trying to impede an investigation into alleged misconduct on the set of Justice League. Did your investigation corroborate any of his claims of racism on the part of the employees? No. Our investigator, Judge Catherine Forrest, has issued statements specifically about DC Films president Walter Hamada, saying that there was no evidence of interference by Walter in the investigation. She said that the cuts made in the Joss Whedon version of Justice League were not racially motivated. We took it very seriously, so we hired one of the top investigators out there. Should have just hired Batman. He's the
Batman.
You should have just hired Enosh.
I'll get to the bottom of it.
Oh, wait. I thought that last line said, because I'm sitting back from my monitor, and gave her a tremendous amount of leeway. I thought it was, we gave her a tremendous amount of money. Just said,
well,
cool.
probably that too.
We gave her a ton of money.
And then
she went away.
Yeah.
And then they asked, Ray Fisher has previously stated that because of a non-disclosure agreement that he can't share specifics about the abuse or behavior he endured on the set of Justice League. Is there an NDA that would prevent him from publicly sharing all the details of what transpired on Justice League? Not that I know of. No. Walter Hamada has been on the receiving end of a lot of fan criticism. What was his involvement in the production of Justice League? Walter had nothing to do with Justice League. Well, that was the point. It wasn't about that. It was about the point that Walter actually tried to block them from actually doing the investigation to begin with. Why can't people, so people can read this article, but people can't read like the myriad of other articles and like the
But did
other
you read the
videos?
note?
I was gonna say you didn't read the editor's note.
Yeah, the editor's
Oh,
note.
to get to that.
About Ray Fisher.
Yeah, that's important.
Oh,
That's
hey,
exciting.
The plot twist.
Oh, see. So here, yeah, okay, I love this. I didn't even see that. I'm sorry. I'm like, because ironically, I was just going to go to Ray's tweets from this because the rest of this is just it's just almost
Stuff we kind of already know.
Yeah, it's all stuff.
Yeah.
It's
It was like Shazam is in there. Like, oh, who cares?
Yeah,
It's the
okay.
WB
Well, I
syndrome.
care.
I like Shazam, but I mean, at this
Look,
point, it's kind of like
I don't
don't lump
not
him into
like-
this too.
I don't
I like
not
Shazam.
like Shazam.
He can't even defend himself.
I know.
Shazam is right.
But it says editor's note, a spokesperson for Fisher responded to Variety's request for comment with the following statement. Mr. Fisher is no longer under NDA and will comment further when appropriate to do so. And you know why? Because Ray Fisher is a classy individual.
Ooh,
So guess what, guys?
Do? What did he do?
I believe he did something today. I'm not.
Oh, that's right.
think
He
he
did.
did.
Didn't he?
I think
Yeah.
he did.
Oh,
I think
It's about to go down.
Let me pull it up. Give me just a second. I had it pull up and I accidentally.
I like how we harmonized there for like 3 seconds. That was good.
It's like a tornado warning.
Go for the octave.
Okay.
Ba-bam! Right here, ladies.
I'm going to stay for this,
That's
Enosh, and then
forever.
I have to dip
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, this
because
is
I really did want to see this.
Yes,
Oh,
here we go.
typo
Okay,
already.
so here we
Come
go.
on,
Ray
Ray.
Fisher says
1 of 5, Firewater. Okay, 1 of 5.
1 of 5.
Ooh, I
We'll
need a
get
drink
there.
for this.
Apparently, some folks at Warner Media think that a room full of executives saying we can't hire an angry black man at the center of the movie and then removing all black and people of color from that movie isn't racist.
Mhm.
Odd.
Hmm.
Thoughts? Perplexions?
I'm waiting for part 2. I love how the likes are going up live as we speak. I love it.
The theatrical release only had 2 African American actors in it. 2.
Who
Ray
was too
Fisher
many?
and Silas Stone.
Wait, they didn't have his mom in the Justice League, right?
all cut.
All
Iris West
all cut.
cut. Ryan Choi cut. Everybody cut.
Interesting.
Wow.
And that is that's very interesting to me.
It's real sus.
A little bit.
Real
A little
sus.
bit. I gotta say a little bit.
sus.
And I apologize. My computer's lagging here, so I'm trying to bring it back up. But it is very suspect, isn't it? I mean that. And can I just say how much I love Ray? And also, Brian, while we're doing this, can you please make sure that there was nothing between one step too far in Arkham Gaming's quote here that I missed because I can't go up to it. So please. But hey, but Arkham Gaming, you're absolutely welcome. I'd love to have you on a live stream sometime and talk about DC films for sure, man. But like I said,
Arkham Gaming,
love what you love, man. Do not let anybody take that away. Okay, here we go. Part 2. The investigator hired by Warner Media was brought on to help the company assess and evade legal liabilities.
I buy that 100%.
Me too.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Mm-hmm.
Usually how it works.
That's what companies do. They want to protect their butts. So continually touting her status as a former federal judge is an attempt to sway public opinion, is obvious and desperate. She is now simply a lawyer.
One of the best judges out there. We wouldn't got her. We paid top dollar for her.
Listen.
She's going to judge the crap out of this case. She's going to judge it. All right.
Very judgmental.
She's a good judger. She's a good judger.
We were going to get Judge Judy. We were going to get Judge Judy to take care of this whole thing, but then we decided that we would go with this chick because she's much better. She's
better at the judger.
She's better at the.
She had a freer schedule.
Look, there was a competition and she won Best Judge. It was awesome. All the judges voted for her. They all judged that she was the best judge. She's the best judge around. She's the best judge that's ever been. She's the biggest judge ever, and I gotta say she's fantastic.
I mentioned she's a female judge.
She's a female judge. She's a female. I mean, we don't see that all the time, so it's really great that she's a female.
She's a woman.
Don't hold that against her. She's still judged really good and all. Okay,
so she judged the crap out of this case, and we like her judgment.
And when she came in the doors, and we were like, should we hire her? She just looked at us and she said, "Welcome to the WB." And we said we're hired.
We gave her a top hat and a cane.
Gave her a bonus. Yeah.
Did I miss anything, Brian?
No, you didn't. You're good.
Okay, good. All right, but yeah, no, seriously, like what? Yeah, no, like what the heck, right? I mean, seriously, but I love Ray here. I just love Ray's just like, yeah, now she is she's simply a lawyer. Stop trying to act like it's something that it's not. She's a lawyer now. Okay, so there you go. And then we go to number 3. As I've said, people will attempt to shift blame completely to Joss Whedon for the Justice League reshoots. Fisher Damas.
I don't even have a comment for this one. I'm just amazed. I just find his tweets amazing, and I love them.
I know. It's a classy guy. He's a
good man.
Toby Emmerich, Jeff Johns, and John Berg share in that responsibility, with Johns working directly with Joss on restructuring the script based on the execs' convos.
Damn.
Right draw.
How you like that pie in your eye?
This is the guy, ladies and gentlemen, who's going to be here Saturday night. This Saturday night, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Ray Fisher.
Yeah.
Really?
Awesome.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Ray Fisher, the man who just said this stuff.
He's back.
Dropping relevant bombs. Coming back to the Poindexter Lounge, folks.
Oh, man.
Hell no.
That's something else, man.
I will be here. I like Ray Fisher. Bay,
it's like U52. Be there.
Bay.
All right, here we go. Moving on. He says, furthermore. You got to love a guy who says furthermore. I like that.
With the colon at the end.
With the colon. The colon. Because
very official.
Absolutely. He says, there really was nothing that Walter did against Ray. Quote, there was really nothing that Walter did against Ray. In fact, he offered him a role in the Flash movie, unquote. And
if he shut up.
And, quote, Walter happens to be a person of color, so he knows what that feels like.
Oh God.
On
Lord have mercy.
Are the absolute definition of tone deaf.
Yeah.
As a musician, myself, of many years, having toured, having played guitar for a Grammy Award winner on tour. Let me just say, you don't want to listen to the people telling you about something, especially music. Especially music. I mean, if they're telling you about music and they're tone deaf, not a good look. Just not a good look. The people that you're listening to talk about all this other stuff are tone deaf.
So they start telling you how great Cardi B has run.
Well, we got some hoes in this house. Certified freaks. 7 days a week.
Certified freak.
WB.
Don't do it. Don't say it.
No. WB idiot.
Please.
WBIs. Warner Brothers idiots. But no, seriously. I mean, oh my gosh. And then finally here, final thought for now. Oh gosh, such a classy guy. Final thought for now, : rather than trying to convince people on what the Justice League investigation didn't find, how about you start telling them what it did? The public is a lot smarter than what you're giving them credit for. The proof is there. More soon. Accountability over entertainment. Oh, man. It's this last one here that just, it gets me.
Final thought now. That's awesome.
You know what's crazy? I remember Ray Fisher was saying that, if what I said wasn't true, I think this was like a couple of weeks ago, why hasn't like Walter Hamada or any of these other executives sued me for slander? Or libel. Well, libel because it's printed, but you know what I mean.
Right.
Why haven't they sued me? If what I said, because obviously that's very damaging if it's not true, and it's the truth is usually a pretty good defense. And why haven't they set a cease and desist? They have money. They can hire attorneys.
Very good question. It's a very good question.
Because they know that there's truth to it.
Or that maybe if they just don't pay attention to it, it'll go away. It's like that dog in the house that's burning meme. This is fine.
Yeah. Can I make a point?
This is fine. This is fine. This cup of coffee's great. Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah, this coffee's great.
This coffee's great. Okay. Starbucks. Love it.
I did want to make a point. I typed in the chat but for those who aren't paying attention to the chat, that comment about Walter Hamada being also a person of color, so he knows what it's like. If you pay attention to Japanese media, because I'm a big fan of anime. I watch a lot of Japanese dramas and things like that. If you look at the history, there is some media, and you can look at the depictions of how they view African American people. If you watch that media, it's very telling of the ignorance with some of the media of how they depict African Americans. So to say Walter Hamada being a Japanese man, it can't be discriminating against African American people. That's bullcrap. Absolute bullcrap.
Well, Enosh, I got a dip, man. I gotta go collect my bonus.
Go get your bonus, man. Get it while it's hot, man. Get that bonus.
That's what I gotta do, man. All right.
You gotta get that bonus.
Get that bonus.
Get it, man.
Get your bonus.
Oh, man. Well, thank you for having me. I'm happy to join the Poindexter Lounge. It's nice to be around a positive community focusing on positive change. I'm confident we will get the Snyderverse. I hope it doesn't take 4 years because, these actors and actresses are just getting older. Don't have a lot of time.
Like maybe if
Ben Affleck's in crazy.
Enough, they'll start dying.
Yeah, I know, right? Ben Affleck is in tremendous shape, but you can't do it forever.
I know.
Can't do it forever.
I know, man.
Love you, Firewater.
Good night, everyone. Thank you. Thank you.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Thank you for stopping by tonight. So I did want to say thank you, Sean. I did go back, and I think that I found him. I can't bring him back up on my thing here, but I did find him here. So I do want to read a couple of these before we move forward. I want to catch up. I think this was the last one that I missed because I don't.
Yeah, it only goes back so far. I tried to go back further, but
yeah, I know. So I apologize if I missed anybody. Please let me know. Missed your super chat, okay? Because because look, I obviously when I'm producing the show, right? So I got to be looking at a bunch of different things. So I'm trying to get to everything, but I do want to get your super chat in here. So Bradley Latham gave a $9.99 super chat. Thank you so much, Bradley. Appreciate you, man. Says if they don't let Zach fulfill his arc, what's going to happen to the Justice League? Not just his vision, but the IP in general. I'm holding on to hope they continue this. Hashtag release the Snyderverse. First of all, can I just say that I love all the people using hashtag release this or restore the Snyderverse. I'm sorry. Did I say release the Snyderverse? Restore the Snyderverse. That makes me really.
Well, you might as well say that at this point.
Yeah, I know, but let's keep it. Restore the Snyderverse, guys. Hashtag restore the Snyderverse. It is trending today. It's been trending the last few days. Keep it up. Do not let up on these people. But see, here's the thing. There are people right now who are getting into Justice League because of Zack Snyder's Justice League. Do you know how many normies that I have seen and heard from this week that are like, hey, Enosh, because they want to tell me, right? They know that I have a channel. Like they're not into superhero movies. They're not, maybe they're not even in, their superhero movies are, they go watch the Marvel movies, right? They don't even know anything about DC, but it's a movie. So they eat their popcorn and they watch the movie and they're just happy and they go home because, hey, it's cool. It's Spider-Man and it's Captain America and it's, these guys, whatever. And people have been saying to me all week long, wow, I understand now why you're a DC fan. I'll be honest, Enosh, I didn't understand why you were so passionate. That movie was absolutely stellar, was absolutely amazing. I'm concerned kind of like you are. What happens, guys? No more Justice League. No more, no continuation. We all saw the scene of Darkseid looking at the Justice League and the Justice League looking at Darkseid and Darkseid saying, hey, I'm going to go get my armada. We're going to do this the old way. Nothing happens.
Nothing happened.
Nothing happens. We introduced Martian Manhunter at the end. Who's that? Why is he there? No explanation going forward.
A waste of 10 grand of CG.
Okay.
That's why I'm like, they will face the severe wrath of my not caring. Like
Bradley's on, man. He's on to something there that I hadn't even thought of. Like, how does that affect things going forward?
It's a joke, dude. This whole thing is ridiculous.
It's definitely not an olive branch. I mean, unless they're beating us with the olive branch.
I like this comment right here. They're addressing a Vandal Savage. I love that it's Vandal Savage. I love that it's Vandal Savage. I absolutely love that it's Vandal Savage. I hope that you're still watching because right here says, why don't they address the toxic workplace? Everybody's so worried about the toxic fandom. What about the toxic workplace?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Joss Whedon.
I know. Jeremy Harris with a $10 super chat said, small faction?
Yeah, right.
We're just a small faction.
There's 180 of us watching right now. Yeah, we're nobodies.
We're nobodies.
Hey, look, the Vodka stream, I should say, the Dave Pena earlier tonight had almost 700 people watching that stream.
Yeah, that's on the rag these days. He's averaging like 500, 700. It's crazy.
And we're creeping up too. Like our numbers have gone up substantially, Andre.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I've noticed.
Like we've got people like who are committed to this. We've got people literally like I mean, yeah, it's exciting because I got so many colors on my screen with super chats and stuff going by and people wanting to be heard and people wanting to state their opinions and their thoughts on this. And that's awesome because guys, people are taking up arms over this. They're like, hey,
well, they should. I mean, this is outrageous. This whole thing is outrageous on what the article today was another hit piece, and instead of stating, all it really did was it just showed that there's a lack of leadership at WB because it really gave you no clear direction on where they're going. Just that, hey, we have a lot of shit we're working on.
Got a lot of
we
stuff.
Don't know what it even means.
Got a lot of stuff, guys.
Don't
worry about that. Don't worry about that great stuff you just saw. No, don't worry about it. We got a lot of good stuff. You're gonna like it too.
The Disney investor meeting? That's nothing what we got. What do we got? I can't put it into words.
We got stuff too, guys.
All I can say is that they're gonna be in movies and video games.
We got stuff
and
too, guys.
cartoons.
We got Michael Keaton coming up. Stay tuned for this. Hold on a second, because we're going to talk about Michael Keaton. This interview lost Sean C. Thank you so much. Sean brought my attention to the fact there were super chats up there. Thank you so much. This is your super chat. Thank you. Says this interview lost WB the $20 I was going to pay to see the Suicide Squad, and I know I'm not the only one.
Well, if it's on HBO Max, I mean, I'll pay HBO Max, but I'm not gonna go pay for it to see it in the theater. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Jeremy Harris with a $5 super chat. And see this is what's sad. This is what's sad. Warner Brothers, why do you keep shooting yourself in the foot? What is wrong with you? Guys, literally, I'm at the point. It's 2021. What the heck is wrong with Warner Brothers?
What I don't understand is that how are you able to do an interview and have an article put out and not have your bosses say, hey, what did you just talk about? Oh, I talked about this and like that, and then I said this and that. And there's no damage control. There's no like, okay, hold on. Before you talk to them, let's talk about what you're going to talk about. It just seems like whenever they want to, they're like, you know what? Hey, hold on. Hey, Variety. Hey, you want an article? Okay, here we go. Are you ready? Get a pen. You know, it's like there's no damage control. There's no risk management. It's just whenever they want to do an article, they're like, hey, let's do it. Let's go. And then they start spewing shit out, and it makes it look like they're running this with their freaking eyes shut. Like they have no idea what's going on.
Yeah,
I have no faith in this company.
Hang on, Nicotina. Hey, Andrew Christie, dude, if you could just type what is in there. We missed his super chat.
Oh, we did.
So yeah, if you want to just type it in the chat real quick, we'll highlight it real quick for you. Sorry about that.
He's a good boy.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Nicotina, dude. Like,
no, it's fine.
He was asking me about it in the chat. I'm like, I couldn't go up far enough, but
you gotta rewind the live stream a little bit. It lets you scroll. Yeah, that's what I did. You can rewind the screen and you can scroll up more.
I did just get something from somebody. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to make sure that I'm aware of everything that's going on. So, okay. So, Jeremy Harris had a $5 super chat. Thank you, Jeremy. Jeremy's awesome, by the way. I love Jeremy. Goes way back with us.
Jeremy.
Yeah. Says Warner Brothers. We don't want a movie about an angry black man. Well, I'm a black man who's angry at Warner Brothers, so I hope they are proud of themselves.
I don't know why that's funny to me. I'm sorry.
I just it's like there needs to be somebody to watch over these executives. Like, hey, what are you about to go do? Huh? Oh, I was just gonna call New York Times. Why? Don't do that. Put the phone down. Okay. Put it down.
Right.
Yeah, put it down and go get coffee. Okay, you got it. Hamada, what are you doing? Huh? I don't know. I was about to call the Hollywood Reporter. Why? I wanted to talk about Ray Fisher. Why? I don't know. I mean, it just seems like it's happening. There's no one controlling anybody. They're just like, oh, whatever. It's like we go on here and we tweet about whatever they want, and they're doing the same thing. But instead of doing like little tweets, they're doing it on like a public forum on like Variety or the Hollywood Reporter or the New York Times. What was it? The New York Times? Is that what it was?
Oh yeah.
We're just like, whoa, what are we doing here? What's next? You're gonna go on television? On CNN? Fox News?
I just pictured Jeremy kicking down the door to the executive's office. You want to see an angry black man? Now I'm angry. And I just start cracking up because I pictured it in my head. Now I can't unsee it. It's the funniest thing.
He's not the only Jeremy who's mad right now.
I got your bonus right here. I got your bonuses.
You want to see an angry black man? Now I'm angry.
Now I'm angry.
My stream got taken down briefly today by Warner Brothers because I was playing a video from Leslie Jones doing her commentary.
Thank you for telling me that because I was going to play the Leslie Jones thing. So thank you because it was in the background.
I played a lot of them. Yeah, but the one of the ones at the end, it's a minute long. That's the one that got me because it was a minute long, and I knew it like halfway through. I was like, "This is kind of a long one. Maybe I should cut this one off." And I got hit with a copyright claim. And I had to cut it from the from the stream, and then it said that the stream is actually not able to be seen in certain countries because of that.
Oh yeah,
I'm like,
what? You can counter that though.
I mean, I can't monetize anyway, so at this point, I'm just like, whatever, it's fine. As long as the stream gets out there and I get views, that's all I care about.
But if it's blocked in certain countries, you don't want to do that, man.
That's stupid. Like, I just
stupid.
Both of them today were from Warner Brothers. One was for that, and one was because I used some music in a bit I did, and they were like, "Oh,"
because that sounds like some personal problems to me. If I'm being.
Let's go.
New member.
Let's
go. Hey, so real quick, RJ Resident Justice $4.99 super chat says, to quote one of my favorite movies, Galaxy Quest, never give up, never surrender, and I hope Nicotina's mom is doing well.
Nicotina's mom! Oh yeah! Nicotina's mom!
I never realized how flat his head gets. Like,
you know what's funny about that clip? You remember that when I did my little toy thing I had?
Mm-hmm.
There's a few people the Nicotina's mom thing I did with the toy, the gator thing.
Her little toy.
Oh my god, no! Don't make that face. I meant an actual my little gator. Oh my god, I can't.
God,
you just made this awkward.
She's got a name for it now.
It's a gator. Anyways,
oh gosh, guys, she did a video of it a while back. It's a little Nicotina's mom.
Right. So it's.
I know what you're talking about.
Now I want to do that clip. Nicotina's mom. I know what you're talking about.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, it's funny because now that I have that clip, and some people who watch you sometimes watch my streams, so some of them come in and say Nicotina's mom, and then I'll play that clip. So it's spreading, Nicotina.
That's spreading. Good. Let it spread.
We're spreading the news and the love of Nicotina's mom.
I like it.
Just like Nicotina's mom spreads her love around.
She does.
But this fictional mom of his is like gotten out of hand.
My fictional mom. I don't actually have a mother.
Well, you have a mom, but your real mom. Like I feel bad at times because I feel like
cyborg.
Hey, Arkham. If we don't get you on this time, towards the end or whatever, next call-in show, for sure, hit me up and we'll definitely get you on. But did you guys see this stuff with Michael Keaton today?
No, I want to see that. I was waiting for that.
Okay.
Hey,
but we do have a new member.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to get to it. You guys got to understand. So my computer should be up and running back again tomorrow. I'm having all kinds of issues because of everything that's running right now at the same time. That's another reason why like I'm kind of limiting it to like 4 people or so, because the whole thing StreamYard, like I'm doing this and I look like who's it's like it's waving back at me, you know,
it's
and
like
stuff.
Lagged. It's super lagged. That happened to me one time during a stream, and it was so horrible.
So it's Arkham Gaming. It's not because I don't want you in. It's just because right now I'm using my son's like MacBook Air, and so it doesn't have the computing power that I want. One step too far. New member. What's up? Welcome. One step too far. Thank you so much, man, for being a member. I appreciate you, man. Always love hearing from One Step Too Far. Carrie here with a $5 super chat, and one day it'll come up so I can read it. Thank you. Again, it's lagging. Scott Snyder's Noctera creator owned comic shows more vision than whatever plans WB has for DC. Scott Snyder's Noctera creator-owned comic shows more vision than whatever plans
exactly. He's saying that this Scott Snyder's Noctera, which is a creator-owned comic, shows more vision than whatever plans WB has for DC. It's true. WB has shown no plan whatsoever.
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree. Dan of Steel. Okay, it did come up. Dan of Steel here says, you can't shoot yourself in the foot and expect to run like the Flash. That's WB's thought process right now. That's a great point. Because like, seriously, they can't, it's like they can't help themselves, Andre.
No, they can't.
I mean, seriously, it's like every time something positive happens for WB just says, nah, screw it. We want the whole thing to burn. It's like they literally are Heath Ledger's Joker.
Yeah, it's almost like they're like, man, we're trying to get rid of this property.
Right? Some studios some studios just want to watch the world burn. Like that.
We were trying to get rid of this property. let's keep it going.
Oh my gosh,
Somebody buy this from us.
Frank E. Hey man, one of our newest members here at the channel. Thank you so much, and Patreon supporters. Hey man, we shouted you out at the top of the show. You were 30 minutes. He says, "What's up, everyone? I was about 30 minutes behind, and it feels like days, so I just had to skip forward." Well, you can always go back and see the stuff that you missed. But thank you so much, Frank, for joining us and being a part now of the Poindexter Lounge. It is greatly appreciated. So yeah, so today, in the midst of all this craziness, we're going to talk about it right now. Jacob says, Nicotina's dad.
Yeah, show him some love. New member.
New member.
He can't see it. He can't see it. There
I
it
can't see it
comes.
yet. It's coming up. It's coming up. Oh, there it is. Sean C is a new member.
He's
Welcome.
a member.
Another new member. Bam, 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 bam. Love the new members tonight. Loving it.
Man,
Loving it.
You're gonna need a bigger boat, man. For the
I'm gonna
You
need
need a
I'm
bigger boat.
gonna need a bigger page. Like I totally like I
The
think
lounge
I
has to
that,
get
I've got to. I got to do
on it.
I'm gonna have to put an extension on it and
Renovation.
Hopefully the super chats will cover that. Because you like that? You like that? Yeah, no, because here's the members thing, and like I think I got to do a scrolling thing now because we might have a little bit of spot under RJ Resident Justice there, but
yeah, there's one spot right there.
One spot there, but I think we've had like 3 new members or 4 new members tonight, so
we're gonna start covering up the kids. Yeah,
right. Take the kids right out of there. Like, sorry, Landon. Sorry, Landon, you can't be on there anymore, buddy. Sorry, Logan. No.
They're just missing
members. Yeah. The members come first, buddy. I'm sorry, buddy, but the members come first, even above your kids. I'm sorry.
Hey. It's okay. I'll just have to give him more Switch cards for giveaways.
There you go. SAG, they'll be happy with that. So here's what. So this was something by Deadline today, and they were talking about. It says Michael Keaton would break SAG Ensemble Award record with Chicago 7 win, but there's this little thing about how he will reprise Batman 30 years later. Q&A, and so if you get down here towards the
brutal.
Oh, it is.
Like, you have to drag it down there. It's like oh.
There you go.
I thought MacBook Airs were nice.
It is. It's just that there's so much computing power that goes into with StreamYard and then trying to have all these windows open and stuff like that. Now he did have some interesting things here to talk about with. I'm trying to make sure I got this. Jack Nicholson's roles. I'll tell you when it comes to and the Joker to your Batman. He talks about Jack Nicholson, and then that kind of leads. As you can see right here.
I love Keaton, by the way. Can we just appreciate how beautiful he is? Even as old as he is, he's still beautiful.
Well, that's what WB wants you to do. They want you to go, oh, Keaton's going to be in it. I don't care. I'm paying the money. That was a good movie, by the way.
Oh, it was.
Founder?
That
was a good one.
The Founder was
good.
It was.
Yes, it was. Michael Keaton's been in some great movies. Okay, so Deadline says, now this is interesting because they had solidified this. Like Warner Brothers has even talked about this. This was talked about several times about how he's going to be Batman again for the Flash. Deadline says reports have you putting on the bat suit again for the Flash. Why? Keaton. He asked with 3 exclamation points and 3 question marks. Well, now that you put it that way, maybe you're right. Jesus, what am I thinking about? Deadline. Oh, and I'm not talking you out of it. Cue the social media backlash against me. Keaton. Well, now I'm nervous all of a sudden. No, now I'm thinking, what a stupid freaking idea. Deadline. It is going on 30 years. Men thicken over years. I am imagining you pulling out the suit and taking it to the dry cleaners to let it out so you can fit into it. Now, I know there's some comedy here, but check out where this goes. Because then Keaton says, that's hysterical. Yeah, like there's a dry cleaner who handles everybody, all the superheroes. He's got a specialty business doing that. You show up and go, you return something and say, what is this? This is effing Spider-Man. Andrew Casale. This isn't mine. How come you gave me the Hulk's outfit? You mean the purple shorts? Like that? Okay. Deadline. Worst, it's like in The Godfather when Don Corleone brings massacred son Santino's body to that coroner saying, I need you to work all your miracles. You bring that bat suit in and say, man, you got to fit me in this darn thing. I need you to work out all your magic. And Keaton says, I don't know why I thought of this, but speaking of okay, so he goes with some other thing, and then Deadline says, to take the focus off you playing Batman again. Oh, he says we'll need to have another longer conversation down the road. I don't know why I thought of it because he's talking about something with Stanley Tucci. And he goes, that's right. No, you know what it is? I am needing a minute to think about it because I'm so fortunate and blessed. I got so much going on. I'm really into work right now. I don't know why, but I am. And so, yeah, I mean, to tell the truth, somewhere on my iPad is an iteration of the whole Flash thing that I haven't had time yet. Now, first of all, somebody find that iPad.
All right.
Does the production start like in April? Or he's like, I haven't read it yet.
He hasn't read the script yet.
They're gonna have cue cards for him. He's like, "Hello, hello, Flash. What are you looking?" I mean, it's a guy like.
He probably thought it was an email from one of those Nigerian princes, like, "Send me $1 million. I'm a Nigerian prince."
He's freaking talking about this movie. He's freaking talking about this movie like it's like a year from now or something. Like it's literally starting next month. And he's
Pattinson said he wasn't working out either. So I mean, he could just be playing coy. Who knows? I have to run. So thank you guys for having me on.
Absolutely, man.
And Saggy and Brian, nice to see you guys. And of course, you too, Enosh.
Absolutely,
and you guys restore the Snyderverse. Keep tweeting it out and keep watching Zack Snyder Justice League on HBO Max. That's how we can make this thing happen.
Hey, Andre.
Yeah.
Saturday night, right here, the Poindexter Lounge.
Because what's happening Saturday night?
That's the hashtag Us United stream. You're part of it.
Yes, it is. Oh yeah, yeah.
And Ray Fisher will be back here on Saturday night.
Nice.
And I'm trying to pull for another couple special guests that I can't announce yet. But you guys, if this happens, it'll melt my brain. That's all I can say. So
nice.
Stay tuned. All right.
Too bad we can't play music. I want to hear like the Bay City Rollers.
Much love to you. You're amazing. I need to talk to you more. You're awesome.
All right, guys. I'll see you later.
We'll see you. We'll see you, Andre. Okay. So apparently Michael Keaton has the Flash script on his iPad, and he says there's an iteration of the whole Flash thing that I haven't had time yet. This is what Warner Brothers is putting all their stake in, guys. No Snyder Cut, no Snyderverse, but this Flash movie that's going to open up the multiverse, to which, guys, remember Michael Keaton? Remember 89 Batman? We're bringing him back, guys, just for you. You don't get the Snyderverse, but you're going to get that Keaton Batman, and we're going to trickle in the Affleck Batman too, and you're still going to have Ezra Miller, so there'll be still like a little bit of that Snyderverse feel to it, right?
Tangentially adjacent. No,
yes.
We're going to get a CG Christopher Reeve.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it, dude. I would not doubt it. Or they try to do something with Brandon Routh. But listen to this. He says there's an iteration of the whole Flash thing that I haven't had time yet.
No, he's working on Spider-Man.
Well, yeah. Well, he's working on. That's the thing, is he's going on off all the stuff that he's working on. But he says, I called them and said, I have to be honest with you. That always starts out a conversation well, doesn't it? I have to be honest with you. I can't look at anything right now. I'm so deep into this thing I'm doing. Also, I'm prepping a thing I'm producing and getting ready to go down the road in the fall that I'll be in. And I feel responsible to that. So yeah, there is that. I'm not being cute or coy. If I talked about it, I'll just be BSing you. I don't really know. I have to look at the last draft. To be honest with you, you know what worries me more than anything about all this stuff? Deadline asks what? It's COVID. I'm more concerned. I keep my eye more on the COVID situation in the UK than anything. That will determine everything. And so that's why I'm living outside the city here on 17 acres, staying away from everybody, because the COVID thing has got me really concerned. So that's my first thing about all projects. I look at it and go, is this thing going to kill me? Literally? And if it doesn't, then we talk. Deadline. So we'll call the Batman reprise a strong possibility. It's supposed to be a done deal.
Yeah.
They're filming next month, guys. What the literal heck? Literally, WB, you're putting all of your eggs in the basket of the Flash movie. What the heck is wrong with this movie, Brian? First of all, this movie is it's cursed. They've had multiple directors. They've had everything that comes along with it. Like, something seems to go wrong with it. Something seems to be an issue with it. Something seems to be a problem with it. And now they finally, they started tweeting out pictures of them starting, putting the pre-production together, and they got a Supergirl to be in it. And even that caused controversy with a bunch of racists, but at least we got that. And we're like, hey, great, we're going to move forward. And it's, hey, look, we got the Snyder Cut, and we got all this stuff. And even though we knew that it was going to be a multiverse thing and kind of do its own thing, that's fine. And then right before it gets started, no, we're not going to do the Snyderverse thing. So just shut up, guys. Go away. Everything will be okay. If you just trust us and wait for our stuff, because we're going to tell great stories, Brian, Saggy. We got great stories. I wish Firewater was in right now, because everybody's going to get a bonus. It's going to be awesome. Bonuses for everyone. It's going to be freaking amazing for everyone, because we got a story, guys. We got the story of all stories. Oh, and Michael Keaton's definitely in. So we're calling the Batman reprise a strong possibility. You said you're not a real superhero fan, but you've worked in the genre from all angles, starting with Batman, the first tentpole-sized superhero from those movies with Tim Burton and Jack Nicholson. Then you did the satire of actor typecast as a superhero in Birdman, and then the villain with your Vulture in Spider-Man Homecoming. You have the Morbius movie with Jared Leto based on a Marvel comic, which he plays the same character. How hard is that to know? And now you're considering putting on the Batsuit that started it all. What's with you in all these superhero movies? That's interesting about the Vulture character. My knowledge of the lore of all these superhero lore, comic book, and culture is extremely limited. Not for any reason except that it's just limited. I thought this will be fun. It fits into my life schedule. And Vulture, I thought, is really interesting. You're talking to a guy who I actually don't know what I'm talking about. The culture of DC Comics and Marvel, but that character fit in an element of dissatisfaction in the culture of the overlooked, especially among men. They feel like, hey, what about me? That whole anger thing. What I found interesting was about this guy was he made himself, worked hard, and got somewhere, only to see somebody who inherited wealth, who has all the toys and advantages. It's easy to say, it's easy to see him say, yeah, I want to be this. What about me? You mean Robert Downey Jr.'s Tony Stark, who takes over the cleanup of the city? Yeah. I had to make it. I had to make me my business. I had to create this. I had to work hard to get here. And then a rich guy comes in and says, he starts talking about Avengers and all this other stuff, the Marvel characters. But it's like, oh, so the Batman thing's a possibility? Well, yeah, it's interesting. Like the Batman, so we'll call the Batman reprise a strong possibility. Well, you know what's interesting about the Vulture character? Guys, I'm worried. I'm worried.
I'm not going to watch the movie, so hey, good for them.
Every time though, I start to get on board with this Flash movie because I want to see Ezra Miller, right? And I want to see Ben Affleck back. But every time, this is what WB is putting all their eggs in a basket for, and saying, "This is what we're bringing you guys. This is what Anne is bringing us." This is what she's telling us. We've got so many great creators and writers, and boy, they've written a great one with this one. And guys, you're going to love it. It may have Michael Keaton in it a month from being set and ready to start filming. Actually, just about like a couple of weeks. That's what we're going to go with instead of moving forward at all with the Snyderverse.
That's why I don't care. Like, seriously, they basically told me everything I needed to know moving forward as to why I should care. They don't. They don't want my money, so why should I care? Like I said, I'm more than happy to go back to Marvel happily. I mean, I never left, but I'm excited. They have stuff to look forward to. This is not something to look forward to. I mean, this is Fox Fantastic Four level bad.
Well, Andrew with the $5 super chat it says, to be honest, Keaton is my number one Batman. Second is Affleck, and fear this Flash film and Christina Hudson will ruin two great Batmans. She may not get the chance, Andrew.
How old is he? Like, I don't want to see an 80-year-old man in a Batman suit, dude.
Look,
I'm sorry.
I love
Batman.
I love Batman Beyond just as much as anybody else. And look, you know what? I totally believed Michael Keaton as the Vulture, and that had to do some physicality. So you can make him look younger. You can de-age him a little bit or whatever. I'm not worried about that. Michael Keaton is freaking awesome. Okay. So I'm not really worried about that part. What worries me is we're a month out. He's like, oh, it's somewhere on my iPad somewhere. I might get around to that. I told him, did you guys just read that? He's like, I told him I was really busy and I'm like producing this thing in the fall. In the fall, this thing should be done shooting in the fall.
Yeah.
What?
Nah.
He's like, I'm producing this thing in the fall and I got this other thing that I'm working on right now. So I told him, I'll try to get back with you. What? Like, is anybody, like, I'm not that far down in the chat because I'm right here at Andrew's super chat, but like, is anybody else as worried about this as I am? Thank you, Proby. Yeah, I'm not going to show the Leslie video because thankfully Nicotina. But thank you also for the $2. Thank you, man, for giving a $2 super chat just to tell me that, man. That's classy, man. That's
well, it's like we almost got to put slow chat on because we got so many people in here.
I know, man. I know, but it's freaking awesome. It's freaking awesome. I love it. But like, is anybody else like just kind of like wait, what the heck is that about? Like, how do you get away with that? I mean, now, yeah, I know, Angie, like Michael Keaton is known to be kind of a troll, but then he just goes into it like we just read there, and he's just like, look, I'm not being cute, I'm not being coy, I'm really busy, and if I told you anything about Batman or the Flash movie, I'd just be BSing you at this point. That is not what I want to hear out of one of the major stars of what Warner Brothers is telling me I should trust them on. Guys,
it just makes me
what
think,
the heck?
At best, it's like a walk-on. It's like what she was talking about. Oh, we need to get people psyched about having like Smallville cameos. See, Mark McClure, he was in the movie.
Mark McClure was pretty awesome though.
I'm not.
No. Well, you know what? Okay, but check out Mark McClure's cameo in the Snyder Cut versus Mark McClure's cameo in the original Justice League theatrical.
Yeah,
night and day.
He actually had better lines.
He got
Lois
to say, yeah, go ahead.
Lois Lane brought him a cup of coffee,
and he's like, "Good to see you, Miss Lane," like or whatever, like. To hear Mark McClure say that again, fantastic. I feel like somebody took their headphones off or something because I was hearing myself. Okay, and then here's the last thing, which is interesting because did you guys see this? So apparently, yeah. So and I get you, Angie. I know we're all trying to stay positive. By the way, Goldman here. I got to say this every time I see Goldman. Guys, go support Goldman. Goldman is awesome. If you like Star Wars, go support Goldman. Him and me and Dawson got to get together, and we got to do the next movie in our Star Wars synopsises that we do.
Are you up to A New Hope yet, or
no? We're up to Solo. So we got the prequels out of the way. We just did episode 3. And so now we're moving on to Solo because we're going to do all of them, all the theatrical
Solo,
releases.
Rogue One, and then
Solo, Rogue One, and I can't wait to talk about Solo because I had some interesting conversations. So guys, go check out Golden. I like Solo too. What's up, Ryan? What's up, Ryan? Cinematrix, new member.
Welcome.
Thank you. Woohoo! New member. Boom, 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 boom. Wah, 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 wah. New member. Thank you, man, so much. So yeah, this article right here, the Rock actually has me a little concerned too because the Rock is now threatening Marvel characters with Black Adam.
Oh boy,
there's talk of him being Namor potentially.
No, Brian. He's talking about like literally threatening him with Black Adam.
Oh,
yeah. I mean, he takes it back here. We'll see it, but it's just it's kind of weird.
He's cutting a promo. I get it.
Yeah, it's kind of
It's
weird.
The Rock.
it's The Rock. I mean, I get it, but it's interesting.
It's gonna take him down at WrestleMania.
Apparently,
Probably get better ratings.
This just cracked me up when I read this. Because he says Dwayne Johnson isn't letting the hype of Zack Snyder's Justice League pass by. Thank God somebody's not.
Good.
Warner Brothers is. Warner Brothers like screw it. Like, this movie's literally supposed to start shooting as well. Black Adam is literally supposed to start here. So Johnson took to Instagram to let DC fans know what's coming next, his Black Adam movie. The Rock shared the opening page of Black Adam's script in a video, sharing the words on the page in the caption, well, I'd love to wear a rainbow every day and tell the world that everything's okay, but I'll try to carry off a little darkness on my back till things are brighter. I'm the man in black. First of all, can I just say that's awesome? That's freaking awesome. And if you don't know what that is, that's Johnny Cash, the man in black. And that's freaking amazing. I love the fact that he did that. But this is Johnson lets fans know that the Black Adam is just 3 weeks away from shooting. So this movie is 3 weeks away from shooting. So that's cool. I don't know if there's any music in this or anything, so I'm not going to play this just in case. But you guys can find this on Instagram. It's right there, and it's just cool to see. He's drinking some tequila there. He's probably hanging out with our good friend Tony from last night. If you guys missed that stream. That stream got interesting, but you guys were loving it. So
Tony's on.
It was like the vodka. It was like the vodka stream without Dave Pena, though. It says in the longer video segment, The Rock shares that it's midnight and he's reviewing the script yet again. So The Rock has read the script to Black Adam, unlike Michael Keaton with The Flash. The poem on the opening page apparently is the proverbial Rosetta Stone for The Rock when it comes to who Black Adam is. I wanted to show you the opening page to my script, which I look at every time I open this, Johnson explains. I've memorized these words for years and years and years now, but it gives you guys an example of who Black Adam is and who Black Adam is to the world of the DC universe, but also, I think, who Black Adam is to the world of superhero universes, period. And that is the DC universe, but that also includes the Marvel superhero universe too. Now, look, I'm not saying that there's going to be a mashup. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is that it doesn't matter to me, and it doesn't matter to Black Adam. You put them all on notice, whether they're DC universe or part of the Marvel universe, they all get put on notice now. Well, I'd love to wear a rainbow every day. And he quotes the man in black. The Rock ends the video by thanking fans for their support and raising a glass of his own Terramana tequila in toast to a quality anti-hero we can all enjoy for generations. That's the hope. Well, unless Warner Brothers gets a stick in their craw about your movie and they won't even invite you to the multiverse party there, The Rock. Although Johnson does admit, I got to put in the work. Time to work my butt off. Black Adam doesn't currently have a release date. Who knows if it'll even get released. The film will also star Noah Centineo. So we got Adam Smasher, Aldous Hodge is Hawkman, Quintessa Swindell is Cyclone, and Marwan Kenzari, the Old Guard, and Sarah Shahi, Person of Interest, in undisclosed roles. So, So The Rock is putting everyone on notice that he's coming for everyone, guys.
Is he going to lay the smack down?
He's going to leave that.
Check the jabronis into the SmackDown hotel.
Exactly.
Going to give a rock bottom to Captain America.
He's going to take them all down, man. He's going to take them all down. Look, The Rock is going to be good in this. I have said this for years, that The Rock is going to be fabulous as Black Adam if they ever get it made. And it looks like they're finally getting it made. I hope so. Proby, I read your super chat, man.
No, read Andrew Christie's.
Oh, did I? What?
No, there's one on there.
Is it up above that? He says my
I don't
super
even
chat.
know, man.
He says my super chat might have been skipped, but it's okay. It was advice on the
Yeah,
list.
no, you read that one already.
I read that one.
It's below it. So okay, never mind.
Is it below? Okay, hold on. Is it below? So it's below this comment?
No, it's below his super chat.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. See,
That's all good.
every time I move my list, it whites out. So I'm trying to move it slow. I'm getting there. I'm up to Ryan's new membership there. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Saggy, are you looking forward to seeing The Rock back in action, but in a DC movie?
You want me to be honest?
Do you not like The Rock?
No, I love. Don't get me wrong. I love The Rock, but I just don't. I'm not excited for it. I don't. I mean, he's a good fit. I think he looks the part. It's just I'm not really that excited. I mean, I love The Rock. I loved him in Jumanji. I love The Rock in a lot of things he's done. It's just this is like, okay, we just need an A-lister to play a character that not many people who maybe aren't hardcore fans of DC would really recognize. So we have to get an A-lister to kind of sell this to outside fan audiences.
Well, I don't see. Here's the only thing that I would disagree with that. So this has been a passion project for The Rock. So this wasn't something that they just went and got him. He has wanted to play this character now for over a decade.
Oh, well, that works.
Yeah. This has been something that like he campaigned for. Like even before they wanted him to do it, that he has campaigned for this role now for quite a while. And so that's what has me excited about it. I definitely want to see him in this role. I mean,
he's a fan?
Oh, he's a huge fan. He's a huge
fan.
If
he's a fan, I'm all for it then.
He's a huge fan, and he actually produced the Shazam movie because he was making this movie.
That makes more sense. See, I didn't know that, but I like it when actors are actually fans of the work, kind of like Henry Cavill's a nerd, so he plays roles that he actually is a fan of, because that means it's a little bit more authentic to me. So, okay, well, with that knowledge, then you go Rock. I'll watch it just because he's a fan.
Heck yeah. Well, and that's the thing is he produced the Shazam movie because eventually, because they're going to do Shazam 2, Fury of the Gods. But then the idea is because, Black Adam is a Shazam character, right? And is kind of the villain to Shazam, but he's also now kind of an anti-hero. And so the thing is they're going to go back and forth, and eventually those two properties will come together. But they wanted to get this Black Adam movie off the ground. But this movie has taken almost a decade to get off the ground. Fortunately, it's The Rock. I mean, so he looks like he looks, and he's always in tip-top, condition. So
yes, sure is.
Andrew Christie, though, with a $5 super chat says, that's insane. They even had his Batman in the promo concept, going back to Michael Keaton. I know, man. That picture is an awesome picture, by the way. That picture of Michael Keaton's Batman behind Ezra Miller's Flash. That's an awesome picture. You guys seen that?
Mm-hmm.
That picture is like scary good. But I really hope that they're not jumping the gun again, and that it's not 2017 all over again. I hope that it's kind of a troll kind of situation, but you know what? It's going to be interesting. These next, I know a lot of you guys are saying it, the Flash movie, it's just scary. It could be a train wreck.
It's very, very difficult to stay optimistic. Like
it is.
That's my biggest thing. And especially when we talked about this before the show started, it's like they had a window, Marvel hasn't put out anything in a year. The Snyder Cut was the only thing to get hyped about in 2020. So, I mean, people will still walk through glass to see Black Widow. The general audience is connected with the Marvel movies. And jumping all over the place, and you want to connect to the general audience, that's your goal. It's just like when they told Star Trek fans that this new Star Trek isn't for you anymore.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? It's the same damn thing. So it's like, no, I can understand how people feel affronted by that kind of thing. You know, so it's like, ugh, God dang
Yeah,
it.
well, and that's well, you know, we didn't even talk about the fact that Billy Crudup left the movie.
Yeah, how you not gonna have Flash's dad in there, dude? And you're trying to make things connected. It's like you have all these characters that you've established with Zack Snyder's universe, but you have Momoa and Aquaman, who's basically got amnesia. He doesn't know what happened with Steppenwolf and Darkseid. You know, same thing. Wonder Woman 84. It's like, you know, forget about like trying to connect the fact that she basically hid for 100 years. You know, like, oh, good Lord. Breathe.
It's
Brian, breathe.
insane. Peter Rabbit's Defender, you bring up a great point. I know that Falcon and Winter Soldier came out. My kids saw it. They liked it. I have not seen it yet. The first episode, because we were busy Friday night. They liked it, but honestly, my kids have still been going on and on about Zack Snyder's Justice League.
Yeah. No, I think this second episode of actually, you know what? I'm gonna watch Falcon Winter Soldier again because I'm salty. Like I feel the need to take it out on them. Like when my HBO Max subscription expires, I'm not gonna renew it. Like I'm done. You guys,
And if you're salty, you should get a glass of water. It'll fix that for you.
I need to refresh. It's just ice right now. And my room's not hot enough to melt it fast enough. But no, it's just I don't like being insulted as a fan. And that letter was basically, okay, we made your movie. Now shut up. Leave us alone. You know, we didn't do nothing wrong. And you know, be patient because we're gonna make you this whole new thing. And it's like, no, we just want this.
By the way, that's not a call for boycotting. And I would just like to say, if you're like, I agree with what Brian did. And I always say, you don't have to boycott something completely. If you are that upset with what Warner Brothers is doing, then you got to hit them where it hurts, which is their pockets. And that's not calling for a boycott. That's if that's how you feel, if you are very passionately strong and are very upset as a fan, that's where you make the loudest noise is by hitting them in their wallets. So
I would much rather put that money that I spend on HBO Max a month to my YouTube friends. You know what I mean? To supporting channel and content I care about and that, you know, makes a difference in my life, you know, which I don't think a lot of this stuff does because, you know, let's face it, board members don't know what we do. I mean,
look, you're right. There's a reason why we're living in a time right now. And trust me, guys, I keep telling you guys, I am very, very thankful to all of you who ever give a super chat or become a member or join the Patreon or do any of that, because I don't expect any of you guys to do that. Okay. Like I don't hide things behind paywalls. You know, yes, I put out a special video sometimes for members and Patreon supporters or give them an early look, whatever, because they are supporting the channel. Right. And I mean, that's just right. But I'm not like, hey, here's this really important thing that everybody should know. And you can only see it if you give me money. I'd never do anything like that. I mean, and like, I get it. People got to make a living. Okay, I understand that. But there's a reason, guys, why we're living in a world right now where YouTube channels are becoming so lucrative and why people are giving to YouTube channels, because this has become their form of entertainment. This has become a place where people can go on YouTube, watch their favorite YouTubers, be entertained, laugh. Like that's why when you come to the Poindexter Lounge, I hope you guys, and I can pretty much tell from the way that you guys respond to the channel. You guys know when you come to the Poindexter Lounge, you're going to get information. You're going to get excited. You're going to laugh a few times during the night. We're going to put on a show
Side's
for you.
It's going to hurt. Oh, Jesus.
We're not going to lie, but we're never going to lie to you. And we're never going to be someone who we aren't. We're always going to be true to who we are. And we're going to make it fun and entertaining for everybody. And so, you know, so I understand, man, when I give a super chat to a channel or I'm a member of a couple channels, like I do it because I believe in those people, you know, and that's the world we're living in, because right now TV's getting a little bit better, but even those are mostly streaming channels that are now starting to get better. Right. So, you know, so you got to pay to get those. I mean, I saw this thing came out the other day that said right now we've gotten to the point where streaming channels now have outdone cable, where it is now more expensive to have all the streaming channels that you want instead of cable, which was supposed to be the point to begin with, was that, oh, heck, Get the streaming stuff so that you don't have to pay the high cable price. And obviously that's not working. Andrew Casali, speaking of people with who are supportive. Thank you, Andrew Casali, with another $5 super chat. Says, hey, curious after seeing Zack Snyder's Justice League, how do you see the DCEU timeline and what's canon? Okay, so I would say no, it's a good point. So here's how I see it. As far as I'm concerned, Zack Snyder's Justice League is canon. It makes the most sense with everything that we saw before it, with the 2 movies that we saw before it, and even Wonder Woman 84. So the 3 movies that came before it, and it's the only movie that makes sense with that. Justice League doesn't make sense with those 3 movies. Justice League doesn't make sense with Batman's personality between Batman v Superman and Justice League. Actually, it's 4 movies, because even Suicide Squad, with the way that Suicide Squad is, and I know that there's some people who don't necessarily appreciate Suicide Squad, but you can't look at Suicide Squad even and look at Justice League and go, oh, this goes together. It doesn't make sense. It's a joke. It's a joke. Justice League is literally like a B movie. It's
Shazam
awful.
is more continuity or more canon.
Yes, it is, because even so there's a 5th movie. Dude, there's a 5th movie there, okay? Because Shazam actually references the old ones. And even though Superman's head's cut off there, literally you could put Henry Cavill right in there and it would be fine, because Shazam, a young Billy Batson and Freddy can exist in that world, because of course they would love Superman and Batman, and you don't know where in the timeline that movie is. So that movie could be after a Justice League where they did all those things and before the Nightmare, right? So it could all exist. Justice League is just a joke. I'm sorry. And Warner Brothers, if you think that you're going to pass that off as your canon and where we should all like look back to,
Bye, Felicia.
DX put it best. Suck it. Because I got nothing for you. That sucks. That really sucks. You literally have gone overboard with that. That movie sucks all kinds of bad. And there's just no other way to put it. There's just no other way to put it. That movie is horrible now.
All the reviews I've seen, it's like they're crapping all over the 2017 Justice League. It's like the whole point of this movie is to just say how much better it is than the I don't even want to say the original, the whatever the hell you want to call it. Like everyone's
but the people on the corner, buddy, the people on the corner are like, oh, Justice League is better.
I really got to see this new one. I haven't seen it yet, but
I'm telling you,
I really got to see it now, because I did like the Justice League version when I first saw it, but
it's night and day.
I gotta see it. I gotta see
it. I mean,
I might cave in. I might cave in and get HBO. Though. I don't.
Night and day. Night and day.
I don't want to, but I might.
So as far as I'm concerned, it's that, and then you know what? Look, if there's a couple continuity errors with Aquaman, I'm fine with it, because now it's multiverse. You can say something. You can still say Justice League happened in a different multiverse, right? And then like do a spinoff, whatever. I don't care what you do. All I want to see is I want to see that Zack Snyder's Justice League is the canon movie, because it's a better film. It's the film that the fans and the haters and everybody in between is going to go back to time and time again. Nobody's going back to Joss Whedon's crap and saying that was my Justice League movie. And if you say that that's your Justice League movie, I'm sorry, but you're either a child who doesn't understand, or you're just a child. Because I don't know what to tell you.
Have fun being a loser where the world passes you by. You know?
Yeah, I mean,
I'm doing that in the chat right now. Like I mean, I love you guys. I know, but I just didn't want. I don't want to spend the money. I have too many streaming services already. I'm just sitting there like
I don't blame you. And this is expensive streaming service too. It's like $15 a month. So it's like
It's like I don't want to.
You'll get your money's worth. You'll get your money's worth. Here's actual footage of someone who thinks Justice League is better.
Then dog.
What the?
There goes Santa.
That's me.
That poor
Somebody
red
said
son
that
of a bitch.
there is a free trial, and I did try to get it because I do have Hulu. So the funny thing was, I did try to do the free trial, and I did do the Hulu, which reminds me, I should probably cancel that because for some reason I have to pay. I still have to pay. They won't let you see certain titles if you don't pay the $15. Yeah, you have to pay for the full version. So I was like, really?
Oh heck no, man.
Yeah, the first month is free, but you can't see it because it's locked. You have to pay for
First
it.
one's
Which
free.
yeah, first month's free for certain titles. Not that I saw it. It popped up. The first thing that popped up
Of course
was
not Zack Snyder's Justice League. Why would we do that?
yes.
Real quick here. Proby1236 says, I was multitasking, so I missed you seeing it. My bad. Dude, and again, another
good looking
$2
out.
super chat. Dude, just to tell me that. You're
Dude.
good. You're good, man. RJ Resident Justice, one of our great members around here, says Zack Snyder said on Vero not to unsub, but to keep watching. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put Zack Snyder's Justice League just on repeat and just be boop, there it goes. It's playing all night long. And every night we're gonna watch. Apparently, we're gonna watch Zack Snyder's Justice League over and over again because screw WB, screw you WB. I don't like you. I don't like your decisions. I don't like your executives. You don't know how to handle your properties. Like we say, like I put in this title, and Dawson and I have been saying for over and over again. And yes, I did say that name.
Dawson! Dawson! Ah!
Dawson knows. Even when he's playing awkward Beat Saber, Dawson knows. You don't deserve the properties you own. You don't deserve the DC licenses. You don't deserve them because you keep screwing with them. You keep screwing them over, and you don't deserve the fans who've had to endure your ridiculousness and your flat out resentment of us, and you're playing catch up to Marvel and not being able to just make your own identity, forge your own identity. Screw you, Warner Brothers. No other way to put it. You deserve whatever you get. Arkham Gaming with a $4.99 super chat. Thank you, Arkham Gaming. Says, did you like the Joker? I loved him in Snyder Cut. I love the confrontation between Batman and Joker. Ben is my Batman. Jared is my Joker. I'd give you a standing ovation, but then you'd be at crotch level. I want to let you know, man, this right here, Arkham Gaming, so true. What a great scene. That scene right there alone, fantastic. Even Tiffany said the other night in the chat, she goes, you really get to see the history. Without seeing the history, you get to hear part of it and hear the Joker talk about it and bring up, and even Batman's like, be careful. Be careful what you say next. And then I love it. He's even like, that wasn't careful. Right?
Ooh.
It's a masterpiece. Even the new stuff, just newly, shot, and all that was shot newly. I love it. H Barts with another $5 super chat. Man, you guys are spoiling me. I love you guys so much, and not just because you're spoiling me, but just because I love seeing you guys here. I love your comments. It seems like in the Snyder Cut, Zack was setting up a Batman and Wonder Woman relationship. I agree with that, and I'm one of the people who don't have a problem with that. No. What do you guys think of that?
As long as it's not a Bruce Wayne, Lois Lane situation, I'm good. Like when I found out about that, I was so off foot by that. I was like, no.
Yeah.
No.
But by the way, can I just say that clip you showed of Dawson playing the Oculus Quest 2? Is that what we look like when we're playing like Beat Saber? Because I have.
Oh yeah.
Is that what we look like? That's funny. I always wonder what we look like to other people when we're doing these things. He's pretty good at it too. Look at him go. He's actually
the Benny Hill soundtrack.
You know what's funny? You know what's weird though? I play a lot of VR games, and I could tell he's actually doing good just by watching his movements. I'm like, he's actually doing not too bad. Look at him go. You go, Dawson. You go. Look at him. Yeah.
Sync it up with some music though. It's like the only thing that's missing.
Well, Cylon Scotty is actually going to sync up my song associate producer, and make it a Beat Saber song that people can play.
That'd be awesome. I would play the crap out of that. Except on hard. I don't know if I could do it on hard, but you have to put a lot of like obstacles in there to make it really pop.
You know who's really good at Beat Saber is Landon. My son is a beast at Beat Saber. Like an absolute beast, but he's a drummer. He's got fabulous timing, and he's just an absolute beast at Beat Saber.
I did Dance Dance Revolution for a long time and all those other games. So
yeah.
I love,
to answer your question,
I'm sorry, real quick. I just wanted to finish up with H parts. With H parts, dude, I'm totally down with that. I'm totally down with Batman and that, and I agree with Brian here. I don't have a problem, and I want to make sure because people have asked me about this in the last couple of weeks. I don't have a problem with Batman and Lois having had some kind of relationship or flirtation or even dating before Superman was in the picture. Don't have a problem.
Yeah.
That's been established that, like, I get it. Millionaire playboy, hot reporter from Metropolis, that's fine.
Yeah.
What I don't like was the thought of, after Superman dies, the love of her life, that her and Batman would get together.
Not even a month after he died. Like that rubbed me the wrong way. I'm like, no, dude, that was like,
yeah,
that's like Jerry Springer levels of crazy.
Even with different amounts of time, it still just rubs me wrong that I mean, unless it's one of those things that literally, like, I know that people go through things and they grief. I know, Steven, I see your comment down there. I know grief does things, but I don't buy that. I have kind of an issue with that thing, but I definitely see the Wonder Woman thing, because one, I mean, look, that was one of the things about the Justice League cartoon, was Batman and Wonder Woman had kind of an on again, off again kind of relationship. I always talked about them going out on dates and even showed them on dates.
Ben and Gal have good chemistry too. So, I mean,
yeah. But you're right, Prince Goro, that story has been scrapped now. So, and obviously there's some stuff that's in the Snyder Cut that was confirmed this week that I won't say because Saggy's here, but that was in there that, like, even kind of alludes to the fact that
I'm okay with spoilers. You're fine.
She's with Clark all the way. I mean, he confirmed that she was pregnant in the Snyder Cut. So there's a moment there where you see a pregnancy test, but it wasn't confirmed, and so I'm down with that. But anyways, yeah, Captain James Biggins says, Point Extra Lounge, ask Brian how the Falcon and Winter Soldier was real quick, please.
To be perfectly honest, I was still in my Zack Snyder hangover when I watched episode 1. So I'm probably gonna have to rewatch it. But for me, it's just an extension of Captain America. So it's just like another Captain America movie. I don't think we're gonna get anything major as far as developments or anything like that. So, and also Feige, I guess, has come out saying that all those reveals and stuff, they're going to be more strictly for movies and stuff. The TV shows are just like, go-betweens. Mm-hmm. So I think it's even funnier since they announced this stuff. And then Kevin Feige was like, well, our TV shows don't really mean that much. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't know. Hold on a second. I lost. Oh, here it is. Proby with another $5. Thank you so much, Proby. Dang, man. Says, I mean, to be honest, I'm someone new to the channel, but I love the conversations and differing opinions. Awesome. That's great. Should we just stop there?
No, you got to finish it.
We got
do you want us to finish this one, Saggy?
You got to finish it. You got to finish it now.
Okay. It says, but I mean, should we dump some cold water on you first, though?
Oh my god!
Yes. Can we see that again?
Well, I thought I was cooling you down. Maybe I was heating you back up. I don't know.
You did. You should have known better having him up on the screen.
Dang. Sorry. Well, look at
Finish it.
but mainly hashtag clout for Saggy. Hashtag simp for Saggy. Saggy, you're making me blush. Stop.
I did blush. I did
LOL.
blush. I'm blushing now.
You are too kind. You know what? I gotta say that's kind of funny, actually, given the fact that the first time that you and I met, you were kind of saying the same thing about me. You're kind of like Enosh's bae. Enosh is, so I was kind of feeling that love too. Like.
Yeah, but you can't be baying him anymore because I paid $5 for Tiff Mommy, so that'd be weird. That'd be very weird. So I
She
can't
wanted
call you
shower pics. She wanted pictures of water going over my head too. But it's not.
I got him.
She got him. It's not quite the same sight as our good friend Henry Cavill, though. But
No. Yeah. Oh yeah. That was. Thank you for that, though. I'm glad. I appreciate. I would have to say I do appreciate meeting, Enosh and Brian and a lot of people I met through this. Because honestly, like Enosh said earlier, I wasn't really big into the DC movies. I didn't care about them because they just, when I first saw them, they didn't seem interesting to me. But meeting you guys, you made me interested in it. You made me excited about Zach making his movie. So I started getting into it. So I do want to thank Enosh too for having me on his streams and meeting all these great people, and some of you guys come to my streams to talk about all kinds of different things. So I'm very blessed and honored to have had this movie and this universe bring everybody together, because I am building a lot of great connections and friendships out of it. So
well, we love you, Saggy. I mean, from the first time I met you, like I said, I thought you were pretty cool, and we've been happy to have you on the channel for sure. For sure.
Yeah, I love you guys. You guys are my favorites.
Well, first of all, Cylon said you can't Rick Grimes Superman.
Oh, I know.
You can't give his woman to somebody else. You just can't do that. That's just not right. But then also Edward says, "Hey, I think Proby is almost getting a girlfriend."
Talk about Enosh because he's giving the money all to him.
Hey,
he's gonna take him out on a date.
But you know what? You know that he's probably going to be able to take you out on a date because he's giving all these super chats to me tonight. So hey man, the guy spreads the love. So there you go, Saggy. But is it a match? Is it a match made here in the Poindexter Lounge? Stay tuned, folks.
Love connection.
Love connection. We'll be back in 2 and 2. Now, Saggy, we'll pay for you to go on a date with Proby, or you could take the guy next to me.
Oh, that's not fair.
You know what? No, you know what's funny? Did you ever watch Love Connection, Saggy?
With Chuck Woolery?
I might have. I don't.
It's an old show, but here's the funny thing, Brian. You actually look like one of the videos, like sit with these squares the way that they are. So it'd be like so we're gonna hear from Brian about what happened on his date with Saggy.
Well, we went for that long walk, and let me tell you, it wasn't on no beach. Ooh. I told her, you go to the movies, there's a hole in the popcorn bucket.
Oh Lord.
Oh, sorry.
Enosh after dark, baby.
No.
You're getting more than just buttery popcorn, baby.
No.
You're welcome. Oh man.
This movie in 3D? What's
buttery popcorn? It's now dual-purposed.
Oh my gosh. Oh my Lord. Sims for saggy melons.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Well, you know what? Proby comes back. Proby's girlfriend walked into the room and says, "What are you watching?"
No, nothing. Sports.
Saggy melons. What the hell is saggy melons? I didn't know you were on that certain site.
Sports ball.
He's got the brightness on the screen all the way down, and he's listening with headphones to Saggy's voice. Nothing. Nothing. We're not watching anything. No, it's just
Audible.
Edward, I'm
Got
very
a new
happy with
book.
my. Exactly. I'm very happy with my
Watching the
girlfriend I have
Snyder
now.
Cut again. It's Wonder Woman on the screen.
I gotta laugh because that stream where I was like doing the stupid stuff and like taking off my shirt on Max's stream and stuff and acting all like crazy and stuff like that. I get a text from Tiffany during it with a picture of me doing that saying, "What the heck are you doing on Max's stream?" And I'm like, "Nothing. Just sitting here."
Getting them 1,000 followers, hon. We're getting them followers.
I'm trying to help Max. No, my good friend Sophie. She's probably watching. So Sophie ratted me out. Sophie. No.
That's a good friend.
Rel McMillan, who won our Batman New War giveaway the other last month, says we need a live stream of Saggy watching the Snyder Cut.
You know what?
Like, what does South Carolina have to do with this?
How about this? I don't know how to do watch parties because I'm new, but if somebody helps me figure out how to do like some kind of watch party thing, I will do a watch party live stream.
You want to do it on Twitch. You want to start off on YouTube and then jump over to Twitch if you're going to do it, because otherwise you'll get a strike especially with the Snyder Cut. You'll get a strike like.
Well, don't people watch? They do watch parties for like other shows, but they don't show up on the screen. They just have like a link or something. I don't know how it's done.
Yeah, like you could watch it like without people being able to hear it. You'd have to just put on headphones. So yeah, you could do that. Everyone is simping for Saggy now.
I love you guys. I swear this is like the best community in the world. I love it. You guys are amazing.
It's good people.
Very good people. That's why I like to do giveaways, because I love being able to give back, because I always feel awkward and bad about having, people have to listen to my boring streams about me ranting and raving about stuff. And then I'm like, I should give you guys something for putting up with me.
If you're gonna take the time out of your busy day and I'm one of your choices, dude, that's awesome. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Absolutely.
Right. If you guys are watching me, that's
Jacques, we are glad to have you here, man. This community loves you as well.
Even though he's a Ravens fan.
Wait, like Raven from DC, like Teen Titans Raven, because I'm okay with.
No, Baltimore Ravens.
Oh, then I don't know sports, so.
It's more sports ball.
Sports.
Aw, Angie, we love you too. I'm glad that you love this community. This community, guys, is for you, and man. Everyone sims for Nicotina's mom.
For real, though.
That's actually true, though. If anyone deserves all the clout in the world on the internet, it's 100% Nicotina's mom.
I'm just waiting for the Nicotina's mom cut.
I told Andre a while back, I'm like, dude, I just got to meet your mom one day, dude. We got to do something with your mom, because first of all, I need to apologize to your mom. What started off literally as just a yo mama joke late one night on his channel has now erupted into this cultural phenomenon.
we memed his mom. That's what you did. You made his mom.
I did, and I did not mean to. But the funny thing is like every once in a while, like I'll go on other streams and people are going off about Nicotina's mom and the fart heard around the world. It's like I'm having this lasting effect. It seems like for weird reasons on other people's streams, even like it's just really funny.
Do you know what's really sad though? And I feel bad for saying this, but Nicotina's mom is probably going to be more popular and more famous than he is. He could have like 100 million subscribers, and his mom will have all of that clout from him. He has to get clout from his mom.
Exactly. Kinky Sphincter, what's up, Kinky Sphincter? With a $4.99 super chat says, "I'm a sympathizer of Saggy Melons."
What is going on?
I like that. I'm a sympathizer of Saggy Melons.
I love that I'm here and just everyone's giving you money. I love you guys. Thank you for being awesome and definitely supporting the amazing Enosh. Enosh is amazing.
Back at you, RJ. Hey, you know what? I'm glad to bring people together. Max brought me into this group of people, and I love people more and more every day. RJ says, "So you're saying I can buy Saggy's love, Enosh?"
Bubble tea. You can buy my love by giving me as much bubble tea as I can possibly consume, because that's like my favorite thing in the universe. And yeah, you give me bubble tea, I'm yours. It's an addiction. I'm sorry. It's delicious. It's the most amazing drink ever created. Like, why do not more people drink bubble tea? It's amazing.
See now we're getting into Saggy's real wheelhouse here. Says I think my girlfriend likes Saggy more than I do.
That's not the first time I've heard that. People's girlfriends, for some reason, like love me, and I love them just as much. Right back.
There you go.
So.
There you go.
That's still your girlfriend. I'm sorry, and I
Your
can't help
girlfriend
that.
watches Saggy, Proby. Oliver Jackson with a Canadian $5 super chat. Thank you, Oliver Jackson. Says blasphemous thought here. If not Henry Cavill, who would you think would be a good Superman?
No one.
Honestly, right now, it's very hard pressed to find somebody who I think really looks the part.
Tyler Hoechlin's too.
He looks tiny.
Yeah.
We can get Tom Welling back to what he was when he was on Smallville. I would say Tom Welling.
The Flashpoint Superman, where in the animated movie where he's just like he lands in Metropolis instead of Kansas.
Mm-hmm.
Zac Efron,
all skinny and doesn't know what he's doing. Yeah,
Zac Efron has a Superman look.
You know what? The older Zac Efron gets, maybe, but he's kind of tiny too, though. He's pretty short.
Yes, but he can bulk up, and you always look taller on TV for some reason.
Yeah, but see, I don't want that because that's what they've tried to do with Tyler Hoechlin, and it just doesn't work. Tyler Hoechlin's 6'1", so he's as tall as I am, and he doesn't seem like it. So
I don't know who would make a good Superman outside of Henry, because that's tough. That is really tough. Like anyone that hasn't done it before, we should say, because I know I said Tom Welling, somebody else said Tom Welling, but he already did it, so we can't count him. But who would? Enosh would. Enosh would make him better.
I wouldn't mind seeing Brandon Routh come back because I
Did Enosh freeze again? Or
he did.
Wait, he actually? What the heck?
He was having such a deep thought that it just froze up.
Well, no, he doesn't. He doesn't intentionally. He got me once, so I thought he did it again. So that was like
that. No.
Okay,
I didn't do it again.
I was thrown off.
My internet was acting a fool. Man, I don't know, man. I know Jason Bomer. Is it Jason Bomer or Matthew Bomer? Matthew Bomer has been talked about for a while, but honestly, I don't think that he'd be. I mean, he kind of looks the part, but he's kind of got that skinny look too. You know who looked really good? I mean, this last time when he was Superman on Crisis on Infinite Earths was Brandon Routh. Brandon Routh looked good again.
That's what I was going to say.
He looked better the second time than he did the first time to me. Man, I don't know though.
He probably would, if we were to have another one, he probably would be the best because he has a look and he's already done it. So if he was to be in a movie version, I think he would do it very well because he does.
Well, and a lot of people want to, and a lot of people want to see him reprise the role. They would like to see him kind of get vindication for, what happened to him in Superman Returns. So
he needs. I don't know. It's hard. I'm thinking like, there's not that many that could put on that suit and really do it justice.
Yeah,
so it's
Liam Hemsworth, but he can't act. So,
well, they hired. I don't know. It's
what I'm looking forward to seeing is you're talking about Liam Hemsworth, like seeing Hemsworth as Hulk Hogan.
Interesting.
Ooh,
he's playing Hulk Hogan.
Terry the A-hole Balea, huh?
I can see it. I can see it. Yes, I can see it.
The guy's such a okay. Yeah, he was great, but like now that you know the real story of Hulk Hogan, it's like, oh god, dude. Like,
Hulk Hogan's a character. He's a character.
No, he was definitely a character that held everybody down in WCW.
Absolutely, man. Let me tell you something.
Including the Macho Man.
That Hulk Hogan guy was always trying to hold me down, but you can't hold a good man down, Brian. That's right. That's the cream. The cream rises to the top. Yeah. It comes right up from the bottom, right down where it's been sagging down there with the saggy melons. It's been collecting down there and curdling, but the cream rises to the top. Yeah. And it goes deep. Deep. You know what I'm talking about, saggy melons? I'm talking about deep. You know what I'm talking about, Saggy?
Yes, like popcorn.
Oh yeah, like in a popcorn bucket, if you know what I mean. Yeah, and I think you do. So the thing is that Hogan was always trying to keep me down, and I was like, "Be a man, Hogan. Come on, be a man, Terry." And Terry was not a man. Terry was, succumbing to some other things, and doing some other things there for a while. But the Macho Man Randy Savage rose above. Oh yeah, and although the Macho Man, rest in peace, has gone on to that great wrestling ring in the sky, I'll just say that even though I was a Hulk Hogan kid, the Macho Man has a special place in my heart. So, but yeah,
Oh,
Hogan, especially the more you learn about Hogan, man.
Oh yeah, dude. Politicking behind the stage, man. He kept so many people down. Like,
Wouldn't lose a match. Like come on, man.
that doesn't work for me, brother. Like, okay.
I'd have to think about that one, but I will think about that one. And Oliver, ask me again in a stream. You don't even have to give a super chat. Just make sure that I see it, and because I'm going to give some thought to it, and I want to make sure that you're here when I do it. So I'll have to put some more thought into that one. Your live streams make my day so much. Thank you, Enoch. Thank you, Caleb. That's why we're here. You know what? I hear from a lot of you guys during the week on social media. Follow us on social media, by the way. If you haven't already, if you're on Twitter, follow us on Twitter. If you're on Instagram or Facebook or whatever, join our Facebook group. We got a great Facebook group. People post stuff in there all the time. But join our Discord. Our Discord is freaking awesome. And if you haven't joined our Discord yet, and you're like, I'm not even into Discord, Enosh, this Discord is fantastic. I am not a Discord guy, but our Discord is freaking amazing. Cylon Scotty runs our Discord. When you come, Cyborg welcomes you. He's our bot, and he gives you points as you post more and everything. We've got all these channels. We got channels on music, DC, Marvel. We've got things for people who make artwork. If you make artwork, you can post artwork there. You get updates literally through the Discord when all of our friends post new videos here on YouTube, or when I post on videos on YouTube. So if you're saying, hey, Enosh, I've been subscribed and I have notifications turned on, but sometimes I don't get your notifications, be a part of the Discord. You'll definitely get a notification then. And then, I mean, like we've got, like I said, stuff for music lovers.
I got the Star Trek room. Come see me.
And Cylon Scotty he's even doing a thing on Friday nights where they're doing like old TGI Friday TGIF, TV shows like back in the day, all those shows that used to be on Fridays, all the sitcoms and everything. Cylon is showing that stuff, and Saturday morning cartoons. It's the best freaking place to be. Like, I'm serious. It's freaking awesome. And so I love you guys so much. I have so much. Donatello's is simping for you now.
Oh my God. Guys, stop.
Edward. Edward's
I'm
like,
getting stopped.
sorry. I only give out sweet tea, Saggy.
Oh my Lord.
Damn.
I can't, please.
Jack said, I'm never eating popcorn again.
You're welcome.
Uh-oh. Jason says, hey, Saggy, I've hidden the Snickers in this popcorn. Can you find it?
I can't. Y'all make me feel
Wow.
giddy like a schoolgirl.
Bradley said, shoot, even I'm blushing.
Bradley, right? Thank you, Bradley. By the way, hi, Bradley. How are you?
Proby says, RJ, my girlfriend watches streams with me when I do, usually Max's stream. Well, hey, there you go. We love Max. Max is a great guy, man. Max is just such a fabulous guy. I love Max. Rel says, I think it's based on your appearance there on the Love Connection.
My horrible date Love Connection.
With 199 says, "Oh no, don't get canceled, Brian."
Rel.
RJ says, "I'm reading a book narrated by some saggy melons." What?
I can't. Y'all are killing me with these comments tonight.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Uh-oh, Jacques Pierre is like, #cancel Brian.
Look what you did, Brian. You canceled yourself.
Well,
at the concession stand would pay extra for something bigger. Would you like to Biggie size that popcorn?
No, I want the one that's shaped like a TIE fighter.
Oh God!
Wait, you guys didn't have those?
I'm dying.
R2D2 soda.
I am freaking dying.
Just don't put a straw in it. That's.
Oh God.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh! Oh,
What
my
is
God.
happening?
How do you join the Discord? I don't know. Is
Let me link it. Hold on.
yeah.
I think I can link it. Give me a second.
Saggy should be able to link it. Here.
Well, I can actually send a private chat because I don't think they can click it because I don't have mods, so you can post it.
Yeah, if
I'll
you
put
want
it
to
in
put it in
private
private chat, Brian has it. So
yeah, Brian,
I thought that you had mod, Saggy. I'll have to make sure that.
Oh, I didn't. I carried away. I'm usually on panels, so it's hard for me to like mod, I guess. So I mean, it's all right. Let me see. The heck.
I like the wrestling gimmick too. It's usually what I watch. Is I watch like old wrestling documentaries when I'm not doing this kind of stuff.
Rel McMillan asks, I wonder, will this Hogan movie will talk about his sex tape and him saying the N-word? You know, it probably will.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, well, I mean, it depends upon who's making, the film. If he has something to do with it or whatever. I wonder if this Hogan will deal with the sex tape and him getting caught being a racist. Yeah. I like how you reworded that, man. Let's see. Oh, see, really, man, dude, Captain James, man, that was the best. Him being in the NWO
when he turned heel.
Look, man, that was some of the best stuff ever. That got me back into wrestling for like 3 years. Like, look, I'll admit that it got played out after a while, but man,
finger poke of doom or whatever.
Yeah. Look, by the end, it was time to say, okay, enough is enough. But, dude, that 2 years or so that they played that stuff up and the stuff with Sting, dude, let me tell you something. That was fire. And that's why WCW was beating out WWF every week. 83 weeks. 83 weeks. You can't argue with it. It was the best thing going. It got me back into wrestling. I hadn't watched wrestling since I was a teenager. I was 21 years old at that time. And man, when I found out that Hulk Hogan had gone heel, I was immediately glued. I worked third shift at a plastics factory at the time, and I had to be to work at 11 p.m. And you better believe it that I was watching Monday Night Nitro all the way up until the time that I had to leave, man, and get to work, man. I was on that stuff. And then I would watch because it came on at 9 p.m., didn't it? I think wasn't it like 9 p.m. and I would have to leave like at around 10 or so to get there. And so, man, I would come home in the morning. I would record it, and I would come home in the morning and watch that stuff. And I was glued because I was fascinated with the fact that they actually turned Hogan heel, something John Cena's never done. Look, I love John Cena. I love his work ethic, but like seriously, his character's gotten stale. That's what Hogan would have been. Hogan got probably, what do you think, man? At least another 15 years out of his career
because of Hollywood,
just based on that. I mean, alone, man. And I love Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan was one of my
we wouldn't be talking about wrestling if it wasn't for Hulk Hogan. I mean,
exactly. Proby's awesome here, says my girlfriend loves Enosh's wrestler gimmick. Well, the Macho Man Randy Savage likes your girlfriend too, but don't take that too personally there, Proby, because if you start to get up in the Macho Man's face, the Macho Man might just have to put the smack down and make your little gorgeous George, your little Miss Elizabeth his own, if you know what I'm saying. Oh yeah. Says got me a girl that loves wrestling and single malt scotch. I won. LOL. See, that's how I feel about the lovely Tiff-tastic, man. Is I got me a woman who loves nerd stuff and toys and everything that I love and lets me do this crazy thing on YouTube and does it with me. And so so that's good too.
Oh damn. I was reading.
I'm sorry, I didn't know that was going to get such a reaction out of you. I'm sorry, we're married. There's guys and girls, and when a man loves a woman, they get together and they do this thing. It's kind of like a horizontal hug, and it can produce children, but if you're careful, it won't. And if you take steps ahead, you can do all these things, whatever. But I'm just saying. Uh,
No, I was looking to see what documentaries they had on the network, but I guess it's linked with Peacock now for $250 a month. And I was like, wow, they've really hit hard times. Like,
wow.
Damn.
Yeah, Jason. Matt Bomer does look a lot like Henry Cavill. What's up? Oh, hey, H Bart's here with another $5 super chat. Thank you. And we're going to be closing this up here in just a minute. But this is when I look at Henry, I see Superman even in The Witcher. Me too. Me and my parents are like, Superman is playing Geralt. I'm right there with you, H Barts. I feel the same way every time I watch The Witcher. And I like The Witcher. I can't wait for The Witcher to come back. Did you watch The Witcher, Brian?
I don't have Netflix.
Oh, okay. Yeah. But yeah, The Witcher is really good, actually. So if you get a chance to watch that, I would watch it. Saggy is my popcorn, says Tristan, the filmmaker.
Fascinating.
I am the popcorn. I don't know how that would work, but I mean, I'm all for it. As long as there's bubble tea involved, I'm for it.
Okay, I'm gonna do the deed then. Did you get the Discord in there or no?
Well, I can't for some reason. I can't get the invite link. So I was looking for it.
I got you. Check out what I'm gonna do.
I cannot
access it. Yeah, I tried to find the link.
Check me out. I'm gonna do the thing.
He's gonna do the thing, and it doesn't involve the
Gonna do the thing. Invite you all to my Discord while that's loading up. I'm gonna go down this line again. Yeah, Saggy is my popcorn. What was the other one?
Yeah, I read it again.
You read it? Did you say you read it again?
Yeah. Just let me read it again. Bye, Jack. Have a good night. Much love to you. Thank you for tuning in.
Goober says I can never look at popcorn the same way again.
Neither can I. I'm going to be scared every time I go to the theater now when they open up. Thanks, Brian.
Lord Blaze is a new member.
Hey,
Lord Blaze. What's up, Lord Blaze? Lord Blaze, new member in the house. Boom. Okay. Shifty Gizm says that the movie is only covering his early rise in WWF, apparently.
Oh, so we're gonna get to see Stallone, I hope, maybe a little Thunder Lips, baby.
Maybe.
Rocky 3, guys.
Evil, yep, yeah. Evil Chicken. Evil Chicken here says, I just finished Snyder's Cut, and in my opinion, it's better than Endgame. Thoughts? I'm there with you.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Makes you might think they might have gotten an advanced copy of the script and then adapted some of it for Endgame.
Yeah. Maybe. It wouldn't surprise me.
Oh,
wouldn't surprise me. To be quite honest with you, but let's see here. I'm copying it right now. I'm putting the Discord now in here.
Yes, Crow Sting was awesome. And it was a shame with his WWE run. Oh, that WrestleMania in Santa Clara where he came out and it was awesome. It just Triple H going over in that one pissed me off. Something fierce.
Yeah, lots of love for wrestling. I love wrestling so much, man. You guys, if you guys want to watch something special, something fun, at the beginning of COVID last year, we WWE Network was free to everyone, and so we watched some of our favorite matches.
Oh, okay.
Live. We did watch parties, and so you're welcome, Goober. Teaching about the birds and the bees. Everybody needs to know. I mean, everybody needs to have that talk at some point, right? Yeah, Randy told DDP, I think I'm taking the diamond cutter tonight to get DDP over. I just watched that video. I think I know why you said that, 187. If you said because I watch a lot of wrestling videos. Guys, if you guys like wrestling and you're not actually listening to I listen to like What Culture, and there's a couple other ones. There's one guy who does was it Wrestling Bios, I think it is.
Dude, he's amazing research. Like,
oh my gosh,
the
time that guy must put into his wrestling bios is, oh my gosh, is amazing. Yeah. But also, have you guys listened to the podcast with what's his name? The guy who used to be Brother Love.
Damn it. Bruce Pritchard.
Bruce Pritchard. Yeah, Bruce Pritchard. Oh my gosh. You guys, it's called Something to Wrestle with Bruce Pritchard.
Mm-hmm.
Look that up. That is some, man.
I bought the DDP yoga, and in the program, it has like an inspirational talk, and DDP is like, yeah, that's how I got he won the championship on that one. And he did a little Macho Man impression and stuff. His Dusty impression was pretty good too. Dusty Rhodes loved him. Like, oh my gosh, dude, he was the diamond stud.
Mm-hmm. I love DDP. So here's what I'll say. What's up, William? Good to see you, man. Do I watch AEW? I do watch AEW occasionally. Here's my problem with wrestling right now. No crowds.
Yeah, that's 90% of it. I mean,
it's so hard for me, guys. I want to be able to watch it, and I want to be able to get into the storyline. I just can't get excited about it when there's not that crowd and that pop, and it just doesn't. It's not the same for me just seeing screens in the background like on WWE or something like that. And so it's been really hard for me. You guys want to see some cool wrestling? I'm actually starting again the PLW, the next episode of PLW. So episode, is it 3 or 4? I think it's 3.
Nice.
You guys, Action Figure Wrestling, Poindexter Lounge Wrestling. It's Action Figure Wrestling. There's 2 episodes. You could just look it up, Poindexter Lounge Wrestling. And Tiffany and I moderate it. And I think in the next episode, Macho Man may show up as a commentator.
Nice.
Just saying. We got to work to our strengths. And so you might see me, Tiff, and Macho Man. How's that possible?
I don't know, McMahon. I don't know.
RJ asks with a $2 super chat. Thank you, man. Are you excited for WrestleMania, Enosh? So again, I'm not really this year, just because it's so hard for me to it's so hard for me to watch it right now, to be quite honest with you. Rel, you're preaching to the choir with this one.
Yes. Oh, dude, that cut his legs out before he can run, man. And then his next match, Seth Rollins breaks his neck. So, yeah, lovely.
I love Sting. And what the WWE did to Sting is unforgivable.
They just used him to sell video games. I mean, at the end of the day, that was basically what they got him for.
They did to him, Brian, what they did to every WCW person when WWE bought him. And that's why Sting didn't want to come in the first place.
Yep. Because they got buried.
Yep. And it's a bunch of horse, you know what? Because man,
but the Ultimate Warrior is the same, guys.
Oh, now he is. Oh, yeah, yeah. Like they try to act like they didn't put out that video about the
self-destruction, of
the Ultimate Warrior, and now they just love him, and he's so great. And I love the Ultimate Warrior. Don't get me wrong, man. A little
Hogan.
Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan, you come to me. You come to me and my warriors, and you look me in the eyes as we take the rocket ship to the highest plains, up where the gods look down upon the warriors. And you, Hulk Hogan, face the Ultimate Warrior.
you know what's funny? I got quiet because when it's wrestling talk, I only know when I was a kid I used to watch a lot of wrestling. Believe it or not, I used to watch a lot of wrestling. Like we're talking back in like Undertaker days when he was like really, really popular, Stone Cold Steve Austin. But after when I realized it wasn't real, I stopped watching.
You shut your mouth, Saggy. It's real. It's just scripted. What they do is very real. Like people kill themselves in the ring sometimes, man, for that entertainment. And I'll tell you what, look, What our favorite actors does is it fake? No, it's acting. That's what they do. They put on a great performance.
Like dinner
They're
theater,
doing,
like going to medieval
Right,
times.
but it's like the whole thing was like they were actually fighting. Like it's choreography. It's choreography, and that's
yeah,
fine.
man.
But like I
They
said,
call
being
so
a
many
child,
things. Yeah.
right? But being a child and thinking it's real to find out it wasn't all
Oh,
real,
I
kind
know.
of like
Yeah.
it was a little devastating for me. So I stopped watching wrestling because I was a little devastated. I just never went back to it because it was just I got older, and then Power Rangers and other things sparked my interest. So
Oh,
Yeah,
you
they
can watch
lost my
Power
friend.
Rangers. Were you devastated when you found out Power Rangers were fake?
no, because the acting was so bad, I already knew it was fake.
Oh, no. Proby, oh my gosh, with another $5 super chat. Says girlfriend doesn't know the channel or do YouTube, to be honest. So safe to say this, taking her on a trip to Cancun in about a month, and she won't be a girlfriend anymore.
Bro, good luck, my friend.
Well done, my friend. Dude, that man, that's fantastic, man.
He took Beyonce's advice.
It took me. You know what's funny? It took me a second to understand what he meant, and I was like, "Dang, you're gonna take her all the way to Cancun to break up with her?" That was
Yeah, that's cold.
that's a lot of investment to dump someone properly. But if you're gonna dump someone, that's the way to do it. Take her on a trip, have a great time. Be like, by the way, sweetheart, I want to break up.
This isn't gonna work anymore.
This is gonna
Find
work.
your own way home.
Oh, you know what? Hey, I've been to Cancun. Cancun's awesome. Tiffany and I went to Cancun on our 1-year anniversary, and we got to watch as one of the giant tortoises came up out of the ocean and went back in the ocean. It was fantastic. But you know what? If you go there, make sure that you eat at this little place that I know. Brian, what's the name of that place?
I believe you're speaking about the lunch trench.
All over town, people are talking about the lunch trench. It's the ditch where you can eat your food.
Yes,
But don't leave it in the road.
I was gonna say hot dogs are really good at the lunch trench.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. And just because, man, you of what you just shared with us there, make sure to visit. They're not our sponsor, but they are sponsor of the Lightcast podcast. You're going to want to make sure that
I want to shave my balls. Balls.
Oh. Yeah, I have. It's actually a good documentary.
So are they actually doing WrestleMania with a crowd this year? Well, that's good. Are they?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I haven't watched WrestleMania since WrestleMania 34, so I'm like, shit.
Oh my goodness. Real quick, Relin. Your name is now Relin McMillan. Relin. Says, I don't watch wrestling anymore, but I love podcasts and shoot interviews. Enosh, I'm with you on Sting. He's my favorite wrestler. Crow Sting was fire. Absolutely, man. I almost got, man, I got to find a drop somehow of Sting dropping down from the rafters. So when something crazy happens, I'll just be like, oh my God, it's Sting!
Sting!
That's Sting! Like we used to do that everywhere. We'd go to like a hockey game and we'd be like, hey, look up there. It's Sting! He's in the rafters.
Oh man. At least it's not, oh look, hey, there's Owen Hart.
Right. But hey, Proby, congratulations, man. I wish the best for you, man. And that's freaking amazing. Ryan Hartwell with a $2 super chat says, hey, have you seen the HBO Andre the Giant documentary? Not yet. I need to watch that though. It's
got Carrie
definitely
Owens in it. Oh.
Yes. Heck yeah, man. I definitely gotta see that. Proby here with another $5 super chat. Wow, man, Proby. Man, what a blessing. Says, I was supposed to do it in 2020, but issues with me being an essential worker, and same with her. But Ring just has just been sitting here. So think it's time. That's awesome, man. I tell you what, I love stories like that. I've shared many times with my story with Tiffany, and that just gets me all the time. I've actually helped several of my friends propose to their wives now, and then I've actually, I'm a minister, so I've performed the wedding for many of my friends. So if you want to do a YouTube wedding, we'll do it here on a live stream. Probably wouldn't be the wedding of her dreams, but last year would have worked. Last year would have worked just fantastic. But that, I think that's tiff-tastic for sure. That is tiff-tastic for sure. Well, guys, we got through another one. I knew it was going to be a hot one tonight. And it definitely was. And you guys were all fantastic. Thank you to everyone who watched tonight. Thank you to everyone who was on the panel tonight. Firewater and Brian and Saggy and Nicotina even came in here. And man, just good stuff. Good stuff. Thank you to everyone who gave us super chat tonight. Thank you to all of our new members. Oh my gosh, what a stream. And thank you to all of our moderators who kept us safe in there, and appreciate you. Thank you, Brian, for pulling double duty as both co-host and moderator. Man, you're fantastic. And don't forget this Saturday night, right here on this channel, Poindexter Lounge, Ray Fisher will be back. We got confirmation he will be back this Saturday night, and hey, keep watching all week because I'm hoping to have another announcement in that as well.
Yay!
Because it's going to be fire. It's going to be fire. It's going to be something that I've wanted for a while. So, anyways, hey, and just so you guys know, I'm seeing now a couple of posts actually from people on Twitter who messaged me during this about coming on the panel. So I'm sorry if I missed that from you guys. When we get in here, you got to remember I'm doing like 6 things at once, so I don't always get to check Twitter when we're not showing Twitter. But definitely, keep, next time we do a call-in show or something like that, or have something, let me know, and we'll see about getting you on. I appreciate everyone for sure who's a part of the Poindexter Lounge. You guys make doing this so much fun. You guys don't know. Can I just tell you something? And then we'll end this. I want you to look at me. What's going on right now in this community at the Poindexter Lounge is what I always hoped the Poindexter Lounge would be when I first started it. I didn't know how it would ever happen. I didn't have the means to do it. I wasn't able to do cool stuff like StreamYard and bring other people in and do all that stuff. But I had always hoped for the Poindexter Lounge to be a place for nerds, a place where we could all come together and just laugh and talk about the stuff that we love. And you guys have made that a reality. And with every one of you who comes into the chat and you guys are talking and you all know each other. That's the thing is I look at some of these other channels and stuff like that. And there's people who know each other, but there's all this other stuff going on in the chat. And, it seems like a bunch of random people. You guys are regulars. You got this is literally like the Cheers of nerdom, where you guys come in and we know your name. We know who you are. We talk to you guys on a regular basis. We see you on other streams. We see you on social media. We talk. We like you and you like us. And there's a lot to be said for that, especially in the world that we live in right now, where a lot of people just don't get along. And I'm thankful for even the people who come in saying they don't like me sometimes. And, they end up leaving kind of feeling in a different way. And so, like I always say, thankful for all of you. Thank you to my guests tonight. Brian, why don't you tell them where they can find you, buddy?
Well, you can find me on all the big 3 at Brian Master of None. I do movies sometimes, or content sometimes. Sorry, slacking. A little bit of depression set in, not working. So yeah, there's that. So thank you, guys, for kind of helping that out a little bit. Seriously, it helps.
We love you, Brian. We love you for sure, man.
Right,
and Saggy, why don't you tell them where they can find you?
You can find me Saggy Melons with the Z. You can find me everywhere: YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, with the exception of it's Saggy Melons _. But yeah, that's where I'm at. I talk about things I'm passionate about, and I'm a gamer, and that's all I really
I hear
And
you.
popcorn.
And popcorn. Thank you for this, Proby. Says, you're a great guy. It's such an open community with open conversation and no censorship. I'm new and still felt immediately part of the group. It's amazing. That right there, man. That right there. For sure. And Bradley, I see your comment, and thank you so much. And Angie, I see your comment, and I'm thankful. I'm very, very thankful for each and everyone. And look, Vikram loves Brian.
Yeah,
we all
much love, guys. Love.
Absolutely. Well, guys, remember, like I always say, don't let anybody tell you that your fandom doesn't matter. Even Warner Brothers, right? I guess you can call me Enosh Damas now because I even put in my song associate producer, even if it means to fight Warner Brothers. And apparently, we're going to have to go back to war. You and me, but we can do it respectfully. Let's keep our heads high, and remember that we made a difference before, and we're more united than ever. Right. So look, don't let anybody tell you that your fandom doesn't matter, and don't tell anybody that their fandom doesn't matter, but seek to have conversations, seek to come together and to respect each other. And if you do that, you'll always be a place for you here at the Poindexter Lounge. Don't forget to come back this week as we do other shows. Thursday night will be our 2 Cents on Nonsense show, our big show on Thursday. And then, like I said, Saturday night, we will be back here. Also, that stream, all the proceeds from that stream will go to AFSP. I should have led with that. This time we have the giving button. So you guys will be able to give, and all the money will go directly to the AFSP. We don't have to play middleman and figure out the super chats and do all that stuff. All the money will go directly to the AFSP. So I'm super excited about that. So yeah, we're going to make a difference. That's what the hashtag Us United event is about. I'm sure you'll be hearing more about that from some of your favorite streamers this week, about different people. I mean, World's Finest, so Wonder Meg and ACS and Four Nerds and Multiversity and just others. There's a lot of people who are going to be a part of this thing. And I'm blessed that we can be a part of it too. And don't forget, next month, Justice Con 2. And we're a part of that as well. We're right up in the mix, and we're going to be bringing you some great content that will have all of our favorite people like Zack Snyder and Ray Porter and Ray Fisher and other people who worked on Justice League, and also probably some stuff from Army of the Dead. It's going to be good stuff. So stay tuned for that. Until next time, my name is Enosh, a.k.a. Enosh Fett, saying treat each other right. And if you do that, there'll always be a place for you here at the Poindexter Lounge. Stay nerdy, my friends. Have a great night. Bye-bye. And Garguts, I see your comment. Thank you for the $5 super chat. I love you too, brother. And hey, hashtag restore the Snyderverse.